Vhajjharma's been owned.
Hello! We are playing motherfucking Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition by Wizards of the Coast. We are called Shadow Company. You'll find us online on Facebook. Shadow Company is a / blog, right? Some shit like that. Not that anyone's watching or anyone cares, and I don't really care. And we use Streamscape for our sound. And then we use dulux-oz plugins to make sound happen in Fantasy Grounds. So where we last left off, the characters went early in the morning to the Stone Temple Monastery. They checked it out, decided to go in by posing as Stone Temple or Sacred Stone Monastery monks. They were able to get in easy enough. They walked around for a bit, trying to figure out where to go. They ended up in the east side of the monastery, and then in there they found Redrick Cauldron, the one of the three brothers who started the Samular Knights, who must be about 600 years old. You guys ended up having a discussion with them. He wanted to get rid of you, but figured out you weren't monks, could see right through your disguises, and said have a seat and have a discussion with them. And you guys found out, he told you the meaning of the symbols. They are pretty close to what you expected. You showed him the symbol of, that's a tattoo that was on Vhajjharma's back that none of you knew of, which was the purple thing you've seen before. And Rendrick got really quiet and wouldn't talk about it at that point, and told you that if he divulged information on it, it could be bad, really bad. So he refused to talk about it, but he did give you guys a amulet of health, or the amulet of tear, which he gave to Malichor, who is the most just of heart. And he told you guys to be gone. He basically snapped his fingers, and you guys were out in the courtyard the night before, judging from the skies. You guys ended up sneaking into the temple.
Kind of.
Ish.
Yeah. And when you went to go lock it from the other side, you hear shame. So you're assuming that must have been set up for the monks if they were up, obviously. Crawling around at night where they shouldn't be. And so you guys decided to scurry on down to the basement. In the basement, you found a beholder. You made short work of the beholder,
What?
blinded beholder. No, I'm sorry, Umberhawk. Beholder Umberhawk, you know, traditional D&D monsters.
No difference, you know.
Yeah. Well, it would have been blinded either way, so you'd have been okay. But a blinded Umberhawk, who, by the way, is really tough if they're not blinded. And you guys made short work of that, and then before you know it, all the monks and temple members came into the center of the temple and were coming down. Vhajjharma let off, the first time she let off a fireball, at which it exploded and took out most of the monks. The rest of the members came down. You've seen Hallenray was there, who was... you find out was Kevril's, old teacher, and then Hobbs. No, not Hobbs, but... And then she challenged Kevril to a duel one-on-one, and Kevril got his ass handed to him in about 3 hits. Kevril was...
6 hits, actually.
Oh, okay, 6 hits. Kevril was knocked down. And then a big battle ensued. You guys were able to... chase them off. She went down into a door that seemed to be like the door in Riverguard Keep, and Malichor was able to stop the Stone Mage guy, which I don't know if you ever got his name, but on him was another medallion, sort of like the one you found, the water one. But this one had the stone symbol on it, and that's where we left off. Basically, on the end of your pole arm, you picked up around his neck the the medallion that has the stone symbol on it. So that's where we'll take off. You guys have just gotten done with combat.
Super.
Right. I think the last thing we wanted to do is compare the amulets to see if they connected or like were puzzle pieces.
Are you going to touch it?
No.
Okay.
I'll touch it.
I'll pick it up with the mage hand, maybe.
Good idea.
Yeah,
I'll
that's
pick
right.
it. I think I'll pick it up with the mage hand.
I've
That
learned
is-
my lesson. Pick
that-
up string.
That is always a swell idea, so we'll just start giving out inspiration now.
Fire up.
Yeah,
I already have it.
I know, that's why you can give it away, which is
Oh,
fun.
who needs it? Guys,
Everybody.
Lady.
Anybody.
Everybody.
ladies
give
and
it to-
gentlemen.
Give it to Criella since she ponied
All right,
But
Criella.
that is a good idea to touch things with mage hands first.
Take
You
it,
don't know
girl.
You got it.
All right, you pick it up. It's around his neck. You're able to snap it off his neck, actually, because it can hold 10 pounds, so...
Yeah. So
Pressure
who's
is
got
enough.
the other one? Can you just hold it out and I can float it to it?
I believe Kevril has the other one.
it. I have it.
Oh, that one that's the breathe underwater one, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, so I guess it'll carry it over to
Okay. As you
put them next to each other.
as you bring it there, let me see.
Burst into flames.
Everyone dies.
Sounds about right.
Look, I've already died twice now. So.
As you bring it towards it, it sort of repels from it.
Like an opposite polarity magnet kind of thing.
Yep.
Or same.
But a
polarity
pretty
magnet.
strong. Pretty
So
strong.
what it's the Earth medallion.
Yeah.
According to Renrick, it would be.
All right. So
Earth, water, not so good. Huh? Okay.
curious.
And you start
what about this
smelling. What starts wafting in here is you feel a breeze from upstairs. You start smelling burning flesh. coming down
Excellent.
here.
Cool. From the fireball.
Well, if Kevril is wearing the water medallion, then I'm gonna make the assumption that the Earth medallion is also touchable.
Yeah.
So
Good assumption.
So I'm just gonna grab it and put it on.
Okay, cool.
Cool.
Just note it. You have the Earth Medallion, or whatever you want to call it. You can just write it on your character sheet.
Okay.
I know we need to rest because of our condition, but it's taking everything in my power not to charge after Helen Ray. Just so you know. It's
Yeah.
But she's gonna murder you, so don't.
yes, she's already done it once, but I can't.
Yeah.
Oh.
So I just stole the Earth medallion from everybody. Sorry.
No,
That's
that's
alright.
Just keeping it for safekeeping.
Sounds good.
So I'm curious. Do I feel any different?
Nope.
So how did we test out the water one? We just were in the water and we just found out.
When you do touch it, you do get the feeling of something dry.
Something dry.
Yeah, it feels very dry. It kind of dries out your hands a little bit.
We'll have to use identify on it later.
It's very rough.
I can use identify on it now.
If you have it studied. Oh well, I guess you can cast it as a ritual, but it will take time.
Yeah, I have it as a ritual.
Well, I think we do. Are we going to take
Hi.
a short rest?
Hi, Hobbs.
We should rest a little bit because I've got like nothing left.
Aaron, are you all set up?
He's muted.
Yes, you're muted. Okay, until Aaron tells me he's set up, then we're not gonna worry about it. Yeah. Where do you guys want to go?
So are we
Kevril,
gonna take some time to
from-
chill out for a little bit?
Well, we should find some place where we can fortify, because she did say that we killed half of the monks in this monastery, which means there's another half of them elsewhere.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So
Hey, Shawn, I have to like level up, but about it.
Yeah, just level your guy up to 5.
Uh,
I'm sure you'll do
Kevril,
that fast.
where would the dungeon be in this place?
This whole thing is new to me.
Let me know when you're ready, Aaron.
Hey,
So you can put
can
me
we-
in whenever. It's just
So-
it only really matters for combat.
So, Kevril,
Hmm.
you have mold earth, and I have mold earth. Can we make ourselves a little space in the wall and then close it up so that we kind of hide for a little bit?
Be a lot of digging.
It would be, but it's 5 by 5s. It doesn't have to be huge. It just has to be big enough for us to fit in
I mean,
and close off
we could go
without
up in the
dying, right?
You know, it only has one entrance, and
Yeah, what was upstairs that only had one entrance? The room off of the kitchen there only has one entrance.
yeah,
We could go
the tub room or whatever.
whatever's in there.
There's also the bedroom that I
the chest
went
in.
into, that had one door and a small window.
Yeah, and that on the outside of, right on the inside of the courtyard.
Yeah,
Right.
so we could just go through the courtyard, and now that I know that the key that I have opens at least that door, it might be
Yeah.
able to get us out without setting off the alarm.
Shame. Are you sure? Because didn't that key set off the other alarm by locking it?
No, I picked the lock.
Oh.
I picked the lock and it was fine, and then I opened the door and the alarm went off.
Right.
So it's probable that using the key would not set off the alarm, given that it was in a fancy room.
It is probable, yes.
Depending upon the proximity to this area that we want to stay in, we'll just go to that hallway.
Okay, can we find, yes, if we find somewhere to rest for a short while.
Are you
at
going
least.
upstairs, or where are you going? The dirty hallway?
Well, what about this door that's to the right that we couldn't get in the first time?
Nobody has been down there in a very, very long time.
Oh, that's
Yes.
right. Is you went. Okay, so
There are no
Either
footprints.
means it's completely empty, or there's something that nobody wants to go into.
yeah,
Mm.
We didn't
check
open
that.
the door.
We can check that later.
All right. So Hobbs, remember I told you before you're watching them from afar, from the cliff faces. You followed them up here. You ended up making your way. You seen them in the courtyard. All of a sudden, they appeared in the there's a bright flash, and they appeared in the courtyard. And you see them running into what appears to be the temple area. Let me show you the map. I'm not having all your guys' faces pop up on here. I don't know why. It's weird. Let me do that. Hopefully you see a map. But
I see like 2.
okay, good. That's what you should be seeing. It doesn't show me you have them or not, but whatever. Anyways, you made your way through the courtyard. When you walk through the courtyard, you notice one of the statues start moving and coming after you, and so you run in. But during the time you're climbing down, you did hear a big explosion coming from inside, and you seen lots of light coming out of the windows of the main temple. You get up to the main door of the main temple. You pick the lock. You come in, and down at your feet, you see a pile of charred bodies. People that once were wearing clothes are now mostly charred, and you can see some hands kind of up, and their hands reaching out as if they burned to death, a horrific death. And you guys, what are you guys doing? You guys are going to the little hallway, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, how
So-
do I open up all the class stuff and all that?
So you go to library, you go to modules, and then you go open up your modules.
Yeah, I
Library,
don't see library. Maybe this thing isn't.
library is on your right-hand side, bottom right-hand side. It
Yeah,
says-
I see PCs, notes, images, maps, story, NPCs.
do you see tokens in libraries?
Nope.
Did you update your shit? Because it says You are running a
Yeah,
different version.
it did say a bunch of stuff couldn't like update properly, I guess. So
Alright,
it might
well-
just be like that.
Yeah.
I'll just put it in manually. I
Yeah.
kind of know what I got.
Yeah. You pretty much know everything. So, yeah, you gotta. I don't know. You gotta be fucking up to date with this shit. Sucks, but. So, anyways, you hear talking downstairs, and I'm gonna assume you go downstairs. And as you guys are going into the hallway, can you roll a stealth, or I can roll it for you if you don't know what your bonus is.
We're going into that doorway that nobody went into.
Wait, who do you want to roll
I think
stealth?
he's talking about Hobbs.
Hobbs, roll a stealth. Not you guys.
Alright, I put it in the tower.
All right.
I don't know if I have advantage.
They don't notice you, but you see the whole group. There's a bunch of dead bodies down at their feet. And you see the whole group going into, if you go to this map here, you see them going into the hallway. I'll move your guys' character.
Alrighty, I'll just keep watching them for now.
Okay. They go in there and they shut the door.
Well, I'll wait a few seconds and follow after them, see if I can open it up.
Alright. You go to the door, and what do you guys do to the door? I'm assuming you lock it or something?
Can we? Do we know how it goes?
You
I
did
like
pick it
the
open.
Lock on the outside?
You did pick
Does
it
it open in or open out? Does it open towards us?
It opens towards the Umberhawk direction.
It opens out from where we are.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay. Well, then we'd have to figure out some way to pin it from in here.
You can. It has a lock on it. You picked it, so you can just re-pick it from here if you want.
Okay, that's fine. I'll either myself or Criella.
Criella's key didn't work on it, right?
Not.
No, it did not. Criella,
My luck.
Please,
my luck
please
is
roll your
locked,
lockpick.
maybe
You
Criella.
can get help from Kevril.
I'll help, whatever that entails. With locking the door.
Boom.
All right.
There you go.
Hobbs, you go to the door. It's locked. You guys see the door kind of wiggle a little bit.
I'm gonna make
Hear
a.
anything?
You're gonna what?
I was gonna go down to the other doorway and make a perception check at the end of the other door.
Well, if we see this door wiggle,
All right. Yeah, there's someone on
I
the
do-
other side. Oh wait, no, that door. Oh no, you don't see anything. You don't hear anything there. Sorry.
No, I'm talking about the door I'm at.
Yeah.
If I see the door wiggle, obviously I'm gonna try and make a perception check to see if I can pick up what the heck is going on there.
Sure. But you definitely know there's someone on the other side.
I'll do a hand signal to try and gesture to everybody so that they don't, whatever's on the other side doesn't hear, and I'll just be like,
All right. Everyone's aware there's someone there.
Alright, how about. I'm gonna come back and get everybody behind me since I have the most hit points left.
probably a good idea.
Okay.
I know we probably should move to kind of like the center and take a position. I'll draw my bow and get ready from that position.
And then all of a sudden, you see the door click. It unlocks.
Fireball!
Where is it? Who's got it?
Hobbs, I'm gonna guess you just opened the door, or? Hobbs? Bueller? Anyone?
There's nobody there.
No one there.
It's the creepiest door.
Everyone has vanished.
Everything okay over there?
Oh, hey.
No, well, then
something
you
happened?
and Marc, is everything okay?
What?
Is everything okay over there?
Yeah.
Okay, just checking.
I just got yelled at because I was wrong about mold on bread.
Fucking mold! Anyways, You just had a thought back when you had moldy bread, as you noticed that the door here is a bit moldy, and then you hear a click of the lock unopened.
All right. I'm gonna.
And what are you gonna do, Hobbs?
Well, if the door is coming open, I'm gonna kick it open as it starts to move.
Okay, Hobbs does nothing, and please make a athletics roll, Malichor, and then Hobbs, you can make a, opposing check. The door goes slamming open in your face, Hobbs. Please make a, probably athletics for you, I'm guessing. I don't know though. I mean, acrobatics.
Acrobatics, yeah, that's
Probably.
better. I'll feel that.
Yeah, I was guessing probably that.
That's what I need. Boop.
All right. You're able just to flip out of the way. Actually, you tumble out of the way, but it's on the side that the door is open, and you get up and you see you're face to face with an enraged barbarian, blood all over his face and some gashes on his side, and he's about ready to come down on you with an axe, and he comes and stops right before your head, and you're about to get out of the way, and you guys recognize each other. Of course, it's Malichor. And the whole gang behind the door.
I don't know if he recognizes me. I don't have my disguise on.
Well, then your head's gonna get chopped off, so your disguise is on. We're just gonna make it easier and say your disguise is on. Just because I think he would just chop you to pieces right now, right then and there.
Alrighty.
And he might. I don't know. He's quite the meat cleaver now. Anyways, you recognize each other.
Oh. Hey, Malichor.
I don't even know what to do. I'm just gonna rush out past him and see if there's anybody behind him because
Yeah, makes sense. All right, you rush out past them, and you get this stark vision after being in the room for a little bit, thinking there's more combat. You settle down as you breathe heavily out there, and you realize there's all these dead bodies around you. And then you realize with the stench in here, there must be a lot of dead bodies up there. And then you just begin to realize that with all this death, all these people, you start to think of how many innocent people that you might have killed as of recently. It sort of starts to weigh down as you, because you almost swung at Hobbs in your rage.
Well, realistically, I killed most of them, so he shouldn't feel too bad.
Well, it's still part of the group, and how many innocent people have died, and also you also think of how many voices will never be heard again, which also reminds you of you can't ask anyone questions because they're all dead.
Yeah.
And you come to your senses and you see Hobbs there. There's nobody coming down.
Guys, what have we done? We didn't leave any survivors.
When that door swings wide, do we all see Hobbs, or did just Malichor?
You guys see Hobbs, yeah. Hobbs is there.
Why did you let me kill everybody?
Well, they were going to kill us.
It had to be done. You did nothing that shouldn't have been done. Hobbs, on the other hand, I'd like to hear that story. Where have you been?
Oh yeah, good job, big guy. I saw all kinds of carnage, and, carcasses and ash. It's all kind of cool.
What are you doing here?
You're welcome.
Oh yeah, I mean, I've just been here and there, saw you guys in here and figured what the hell.
Well, if he can find us in here, anybody can. We should probably be on the move.
Yeah, maybe.
We do have a lot to look at.
I mean, there was a telltale sign that you were, you did see him walk in there from the courtyard, and then you did see the big explosion. I mean, all the windows. So fireballs are hard to hide.
Fair.
I think we need to rest up a bit at least before we move on. As much as I'd love to make Helen Ray pay for everything.
Agreed. We're in tough shape.
Yeah,
So-
you notice that their bodies are pretty haggard. They got a bunch of gash marks. They look wounded, tired, dirt and blood all over their face.
The dead people?
No, you guys.
Us.
Well,
Hobbs,
Yes.
Hobbs notices it.
hmm.
So
Yeah.
they want to take a rest. So you guys take a rest then? You guys want to do an
Please.
hour?
Yeah, I think so.
So we can use hit dice.
Whatever I can get
yes.
some things back with.
You may use hit dice.
I don't understand.
How many do we get to use? Just
Hit
one?
dice, as many as you want.
Many
You
as I
go-
want.
If you're low on hit points, you go to your hit dice where it says it's underneath where you have wounds and max, and you roll that fucking dice, and that will restore your hit points. On a short rest, you get to use your hit dice up to how much you have. At level 5, you have 5 hit dice.
Ugh.
So it should do it automatically for you. If you go to your main character sheet,
Mm-hmm.
go to the very bottom there.
Yep.
It says
Yep.
HD. Just hit one of those
Yep.
motherfucking dice, and then it will add hit points to you. Just keep hitting it until you get full or close enough to full. It does 1d6 plus your constitution. There you go.
There, Jesus Christ.
Is that right?
I rolled a 1, a 2, a 1,
Yeah,
a
that's
2,
right.
and an
That's right.
Okay.
There, now
I guess
you're
I'm good.
full.
So, how do I get spells back and all that?
For a wizard, you get half your level, so you get 1 first level. It's always rounded up, so you get only 1 first level back, and that's it. Only on a long rest do you get everything back.
Damn.
Indeed.
Choose wisely.
Her,
Oh God.
So you guys rest for an hour. So
Do I get any key back? Matter of fact, for a short
I
rest?
think a short rest on monks, you do get your key back, don't you? Right?
Do I get any sorcery points back?
I'll double check.
I don't remember. If you get, do they get sorcery points back, Aaron? Do you not remember?
After the short rest, no.
No, it's only monks get key back, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, monks get key, and
Well, then
yeah,
we
they
better
do.
find a place to sit for a long time. Pretty
Yeah.
damn.
We'll be okay.
Yeah, we'll be okay now.
I mean, you have a second and 2 first left, right? Is that how you mark? You just mark them down as you use them, but you also have you got 1 sorcery point, so
And they haven't used Tides of Chaos
try to
yet.
get into trouble, but
Yeah.
if we do, we're not going to instantly die.
Mm.
yes. Do you want to cast any of
It's-
your rituals before you take off? You can cast like comprehend languages, then you know different languages for an hour. You can cast familiar again. That'll take another hour.
Yeah.
Do we want
Or-
to wait for another hour?
Yeah, it's up to you guys. So it'd be like an hour and 10 minutes. Since you're low on spells, you might want to. Don't know. It's up to
Yeah.
you. though.
Okay.
You also have Tides
Yeah.
of Chaos, which will probably get you through lots of stuff, fun stuff.
Comprehend languages wouldn't be a bad idea.
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
What? What is no?
No, like the PC was gonna shut off and reboot.
Are you doing? Are you doing? Your find familiar?
Yeah,
Yes.
I will.
Are you gonna do?
Yeah.
Are you gonna do identify?
Well, her familiar is still alive. It's mine that
Yes,
isn't.
mine is still.
Oh, okay. Never mind. You don't. Never mind. But you can if you want. Actually, no. You're not a ritual caster. It'd cost you a spell slot if you want to cast it. And it's only 10 minutes if you do. So.
No, it's a full hour.
Oh, is it always an hour? Okay. Never mind. Yeah,
It's
that's
al-
right. It's the other way around. I forgot.
Yeah. It's
Um,
always a ritual and it's always an hour.
Yeah, I don't. You're not a ritual caster though, so you can only do.
No, but I'm a regular spellcaster.
Yeah, if you want to spend a spell slot, you can do it if you want. It'll take an hour.
Okay.
Do you wish to?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
Oh, can't hurt to have advantage.
So almost 2.5 hours go by. Some of you doze off. I will roll a random number because I'm sure some of you stay awake.
I mean, I'm not sleepy, so I just stay up the whole time.
That's fine. 3 of you doze off. You guys can pick who does.
I don't think Kevril really needs to sleep, so it's probably the rest of us.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm probably too amped up with everything going on to be sleeping anyways.
Aren't I casting my ritual or doing my rituals right now?
You do it after. I mean, it's just during your short rest. You gotta do a short rest and not do your rituals, but whatever.
So now
that's
I'm
fine.
done with my rituals and I'm sleeping. Is that right?
Yes.
Yeah, sure. If you want
Okay.
to do it in that, I wouldn't do it in that order. I'd do it in the other order, but
All
it
right, fine.
doesn't. It
Whatever.
doesn't. It doesn't really matter. I'm just trying to say. Let me get. Ah, here it is. Okay. Let me send some messages. Let me know if you're gonna tell people, and I'll tell you what happens. Sorry about the spelling, I suck. But I don't give a fuck. I do. I just can't
Okay.
spell. Let me know if any of you tell anyone this. I will narrate such. Otherwise, we just go on. You guys are awake, ready to go.
No,
No
I'm
one
gonna
comes in.
I'm gonna tell him my dream.
Okay, Malichor.
Hold on, mine just appeared, so I'm just reading now.
Well, I'm gonna tell you Malichor. So, so are you gonna? So Malichor, you have a dream. It's a common dream that you've had many times. It's one of your godfather. He's handing you a large, glowing, gleaming blue gem. And this gem kind of glows, and you see glints of light just glittering off it. It has a blue kind of gleam. He hands you the gem, at which point you take it and you wake up. But this time, you see something different. You see a large, smoky hand, bigger than you, go and grab your godfather. As it grabs your godfather, it crushes him. And when it crushes him, the hand opens up. It turns into a withering pile of tentacles. The tentacles are squirming all about, and the hand goes up closer to your face. And as you look at it, out of the tentacles, you see a face. It's a face of your sister, the druid sister. She has a pale white face, and you can see a tear streak down her eye. So that's what he tells you.
Okay, well then I will also share my dream
Okay.
since we're sharing.
Yeah. I didn't know if you want to or not, so I didn't want to tell you guys.
Yeah, so if Malichor shares his, I will feel comfortable to share mine.
Okay. So when you fall into sleep, you dream of yourself awaken in a dark place. All around you, you see black shadow. Around your arms and your wrist are big mandibles, and connected to them are chains that go off into a darkness. The
You mean
chains,
the manacles?
yeah, the manacles are connected to chains that go off to the darkness. And you can see, as you're looking past the chains, you notice movement to your right. You look over to your right-hand side, you see what appears to be a dark purple cloak kind of floating down. As it floats, it kind of folds over and lands on the floor into a wrinkled mass. And then slowly, you see it start moving. As it moves up in a rhythmic pulse. It's like goes a little bit and moves a little further and a little bit further and a little bit further until it takes the silhouette shape of a figure in this purple cloak. And you hear this purple cloak figure that is not looking your way. You only see the back of them. It whispers something. You're not able to make it out. And it starts turning its head towards you, and then all of a sudden you feel the chain squeeze, and you awake in a cold sweat.
Excellent.
Yes.
Sweet.
Kind of glad I didn't fall asleep.
Probably for the best.
So let me know if you want to tell anyone else want to tell anything. Otherwise, you guys just go on from here.
I'm good.
Okay. Anyways, you guys wake up in this dusty corridor.
Do we want to try this other door before we go back into the main monastery?
I mean, I'm always one for curiosity.
We are here. We are here.
Although if we're having weird dreams,
There must be something there, you think?
Uh-oh.
Probably
Chuck
from
just
the
froze.
door. You did freeze.
Yeah, it's a cool position to freeze. Action position.
I would bet any nightmares are probably coming from the
So,
So you guys are gonna go through the door to the. Just go through what
I'm
door you guys want to go to.
Jeez.
can I? Just a minute.
I'm assuming you mean this door over here.
Yes.
Frozen
Yeah.
Chuck.
Did I hear anything on the other side of that when I rolled perception
No, you did not.
before? Okay.
So, I'm going to cast Detect Thoughts to see if I can sense if there's anything on the other side of the door.
Okay, mark off your spell. It is a. What's the radius of that? 30 foot, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Is that the radius or the diameter?
Within 30 feet.
Within 30 feet. Okay.
What would be radius?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it would be radius, so I'm gonna make this bigger.
Yep.
Other than the.
Oh, that's
Other
a
than
large
the.
space.
Other than the thoughts here, actually it's one more larger, huh? Because it's 60, that'd be it. Other than the thoughts here, you detect nothing.
Hmm.
Hey, Shawn.
Uh-huh.
I don't know where to mark off spells, but I know how many I have. I'm gonna cast Pass Without a Trace.
Okay. Everyone gets +10 to their stealth score. Oh man, Chuck's computer must have fried on him.
Oh no!
Alright. So what do you guys want to do?
Oh,
I think we listen, check for traps on the door. Why not?
Alright.
Yep.
And,
If you're gonna listen, please give me a perception check. Whoever's listening.
Sure.
I will roll Chuck's. Ah, where's my window? Ah. Okay. No one. You guys don't hear anything.
Yeah. I think we should have
Check for any traps.
Criella check for traps. Probably better than I am.
Okay, let me get her PC up. I don't know what her check for traps is.
What do you even roll for traps? I don't even know.
You roll your thief's tool.
Oh.
If you have it, it should be. You should make one under skills. If you don't have it there.
The same as what pick locks would be, right? Same thing.
Actually, I'm sorry. It's investigation for. No, it's perception to find it, and investigation to figure out how to disarm it.
Well, then I can find it, but I'm not going to figure out how to disarm it.
Okay.
Okay.
You don't think there's any traps?
Right. Is it locked?
You don't see any strings or anything? You go to open it, and it is indeed locked.
Criella, do your thing.
She has tried the key.
I think he tried the key on this one. I don't think it worked. Or she. So yeah, I think
This door she tried.
She tries it again anyways, and it doesn't work.
Alright. She can pick it, I'll help her. She can pick it.
Yep. I'll just roll twice. First time she rolls a... What? Oh. Hobbs. Oh, that's you, Hobbs. Oh my god, you got plus 18? How do you get plus 18? Oh wait, I know.
I got passed without a trace.
Yeah, passed without a trace. I forgot about that. Let me roll.
Did your computer take a poop?
Boop-a-doop. Boop-a-doop-a-doop.
What?
I love that face. That face was awesome. Classic. It was like a bite me face.
I don't know what's going on.
So basically,
You didn't know where you went.
you guys are going through the other door to the right. She didn't detect any thoughts in that 60-foot radius. That's a big circle. Oh wait, here, let me. You're not.
So
logged
you're
in.
picking
You're picking a lock.
the lock
Didn't find traps.
With-
You're picking a lock.
with Kevril. He is helping.
You do it, no problem. The lock is open. You can open the door if you wish, or
You
whoever
have a
wants to open the
plus
door.
10? Holy
Well,
crap.
Yeah, he's a thief.
Hobbs cast pass without trace.
Yeah, everyone gets plus 10 there to your stealth.
Oh,
But of course you can't really
Nice.
stealth. Well, I mean you can open the door quietly if you want. That's fine. Or try
I'd say
to.
that's a good idea.
Do we have some olive oil we can put on the hinges?
Yeah.
You might have
Exactly
oil.
what
Just
we
lamp
do.
oil would work.
Yeah, we have oil.
Yeah.
Perhaps we do that. It is probably pretty dry.
Okay.
It's not a bit.
Not only
In
do
a
you have a
while.
plus 10, you now have advantage on opening that fucking door. Can't milk it.
Can I
You
just
can't
open it
milk
up?
it any more than that.
I rolled my stealth. Can I just open up the door and go in?
There's someone in front of it. I think.
There's two people in front of
Kevril.
it.
Criella is in front of it. So.
Yeah, so
sure
let's just open the
Let's
door.
open. Yeah, we'll open it.
All right.
Okay.
You open the door and you peek in. This is what you see, Criella. You see a large room, and it looks like to be a tomb room as you see a bunch of sarcophagus. And all the way across the way, you see a large sarcophagus. With your perception, you're able to make the words out. It says stuff. Wait a minute. No, it does not say that.
Oh, that's good.
Do not pass go. Do not connect $200.
As long as they're not zombies.
It says
Mm.
it says on it. It's you can read that is etched on it. It says Malichor Cauldron.
Hmm.
Sure it is.
This is where they're all kept. That's cool.
Yeah.
So,
Odd.
I'm guessing we don't want to screw around with the Lich's sarcophagi.
Probably not. You know.
Could I perhaps
There's
try to
something
read
else you
something?
notice. You notice that the lid looks like it's tilted a little bit. Everything has a lot of dust. There seems to be, there's no footprints, but the lid looks like there's not very much dust on it. So it was apparently, from here you can tell, it was recently probably opened, fairly recent.
So he just came out?
So he's like a vampire. He goes to sleep in the sarcophagus.
You don't know?
So are there any other markings?
I mean, that's all you can tell from here. You're pretty far away. It's like 60 feet away or 40 feet away from here or something.
Is it because it is dark? Or if I put light in there, would that
You
help?
can. I'm assuming since he's doing it secretly, only he's looking in there and all your lights are doused, because otherwise it won't be so secret opening up that door.
Yeah. I don't think we want to just douse the room in light at this point.
No.
But
Daylight make all
he
the
can-
vampires fry.
he can see. Yes, you do have the daylight orb, and that
I
does.
do have the
That
daylight.
does do that.
Cool.
True.
What do you wish to do?
Yeah.
You do get the smell. It smells, kind of mildewy down here.
I don't have enough energy to fight a bunch of vampires right now.
That's
We do
fair.
have, we do have silver.
Yes, I have one spell
So
left.
you guys got plus 10 to your stealth. Do you want to go in there or not?
I do. Of course I do. I'm gonna
Alright.
Go
stuff
as
my shit.
well, Mr. GM.
Why
Yeah.
not?
All right, have the orb at the ready.
I have it ready.
Don't shine that orb.
I'd like to fly as well, but
So
I don't
those-
leave any foot.
Those that can't see in the dark, it's completely dark down here. You're blind, but you can let the
Yeah.
people in dark go forward.
I'll stand in the doorway.
All right, Hobbs
Wait,
goes.
it's
Hobbs goes
dark.
past.
No one sees.
I'm-
Hobbs.
I'm
No
going
one
to
sees.
go and I will stand just in the doorway in front of Malichor,
I mean-
and I will just
Technically, you can't hide. I mean, when you're in front of someone. you
No,
can't
it's a
really-
part of my subclass. It's
Okay.
Gloomstalker. No one can see me if it's
All
dark.
right. You go in there. That's what you see.
I don't have a token, but yeah, I go in there.
so I will just have my hand
how do we
on my
get the
orb
tokens
in my
in there?
pocket.
Wait a minute. Just a sec. Did you guys drag tokens on, or did I? I forgot how we did it before.
You did it.
Okay.
You've been doing it.
There you go, Hobbs. You have a token.
Oh,
make
I
sure
don't
you
see
can-
one, but alright. I assume. Oh, there it is. Yeah, I just sort of strut in there because I feel confident of my dark and shadow and all that stuff.
All right. You can go where you want. This barrel-vaulted chamber is obviously an ancient crypt. Niches along the wall hold dozens of old skeletons, some with scraps of burial cloth still clinging to their bones.
Alright, can I just check each of these, like, sarcophagi or whatever?
If you want to, it looks pretty heavy.
Oh shit, never mind then.
one was
Anyone
the
looks
one-
like open already?
Let's say which
The
one looks like
in
it
the-
was
straight across in the middle.
So that one?
Yeah, that one says a similar cauldron on it.
Alright, I'll look inside then.
Okay, you can see in the crack. In fact, you get a little a whiff of air. It smells like rotting flesh in there.
Yep.
And when you look inside, you think it's a fairly new body inside.
Interesting.
It looks like, from
Wait,
what you
Marc.
can tell, you can see armor on it in your infravision.
Would that be the body of the knight that was being transported by the delegation?
No. Might be worth checking out.
Oh my goodness.
We need somebody strong enough to do it. It's not going to be me.
I cannot
That's kind
see
of
in the dark.
Dragonborn have infravision, don't they? Don't Dragonborn?
No, they
have-
don't.
Oh, they don't?
They don't have
they
that,
don't.
no. I'm gonna
That's
like
hard.
just hide behind the sarcophagus and wait for someone else to open
All
that
right,
thing.
there's a door right there.
Oh, right below me? Oh crap.
Right there.
Sure, I'll open it up, check it for traps, blah blah blah.
Blah, blah, blah.
So,
please make a trap check.
Alright, what is it? Investigation or perception?
It's perception, I guess.
Alright. Blah, ba, 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 boom.
I think maybe we will need the daylight orb down here.
You don't see any traps.
Alright, is it locked?
Yeah. My
It is-
hand
it
on the
is-
orb,
it
I'm
is
ready.
Okay, I'm gonna use these tools.
That's why I'm
How many fronts are we gonna have?
You go to unlock the door, and it doesn't open.
God damn it. This is another door here, right?
There is.
Alright, I'm gonna do the same thing.
Are we trying to be quiet or are we
No-
trying
no
to find
traps.
more shit to fight?
By the way, you are out of stealth, so.
Well, I mean, I'm still sneaking around. I mean, no one can see me.
No, when you do an action, you go out of stealth.
Well, I'm still invisible, unless someone has, like, blindside or something like that.
How are you invisible?
And I told you, it's part of my subclass. It's Gloomstalker, if you want to read it.
You don't have to roll stealth. You're just invisible the whole time.
I mean, stealth would probably help, but I'm invisible if I'm in total darkness.
Okay, yeah, I got it. I know what that is. So
Yeah.
All right.
Let's move to the sarcophagus and see if that is the knight in there or not.
Do we?
You
do
go.
we want
stay in the
Vhajjharma to
doorway.
use the daylight orb?
You pick open the door. Malichor, you probably don't walk in because you can't really see, so you're probably just gonna stay in here, right? 'Cause
Yeah.
you have to feel your way around. I don't know if you want to do that.
I'm just right in the doorway in case somebody hollers.
Yeah.
Alright, I go through the door.
You open the door. You see across. You see in here is some kind of cave. You can see everyone on pins and needles as you do this. You're getting the feeling this is probably not a wise idea.
Like going through this way?
Yes. It's probably not a wise idea. I'm just letting you know because everyone's like, don't do that. Because they see the door
Everyone
open.
behind me?
Yeah, they can
Oh,
see
okay.
they can see the door open. They know you're going through it.
As
Um,
I look back, I'm like, okay.
and I'm only saying that because you don't know what went on. But up ahead, you did notice that there's another door ahead as you're in this cavey tunnel. The door ahead there is cracked open a bit. And what is your passive perception? Let me see.
17.
Okay. And you notice
Seven.
beady eyes just looking out of that cracked door.
No,
Do
I guess
not
it's-
They obviously
it's-
look past you.
Okay.
Are you talking to him? Or are you
My
messaging
God.
him? I mean, you can message him if you want, but I believe you have message, right? Yeah, just
I
message him.
do.
No
Yes,
one will
I
hear it.
do.
Okay.
Yes, I am going to message him and say,
All
do
right.
not engage anything. Get back where we can see you.
I message back, you ain't gonna be able to see me. It's fine.
Just tell him that there's a fucking lich. We're not trying to
do
piss off.
you close the door?
Sure, why not?
Okay. Do you try to do it stealthily?
Yeah, I have a plus 18. Probably gonna make it.
Maybe we
Most
just
likely.
close the door and go.
Okay. Anyways, you close the door.
Alright, let's check
I have
sarcophagus.
someone else if they can pick this other lock because I can't seem to figure it out.
No, no one else can pick the lock.
What? That's a lie. Another guy. What was his name?
Girl. It's a girl.
Cri-
Anyways,
Criella.
you
Yeah,
guys are going to
glass.
the sarcophagus.
Yes.
I think we should probably so Malichor can see. We need to cast some kind of light so he can see whether it's. I don't think I would waste your daylight, but I think it.
It's not
doesn't-
a waste, it's just an orb. It will be on no matter which one I choose.
All right.
It won't be
So-
daylight though.
This doesn't run out. So I will go and I will cast daylight in the doorway. It
No.
stretches low.
Okay, wait a minute. Daylight is a spell. So when you say
No.
daylight, yes, daylight is a spell, and it's not day. It's regular light on it. So
No, the orb has two options. Depending on what I say, if I say I see you, it glows light. If I say I'm looking at you, it glows daylight.
Yep,
It is not
okay.
spell.
It is.
Yeah, light's a cantrip, so you can do it whenever. Daylight probably has like a
Indeed.
limited use.
The other one is the daylight, and that's a spell that like is bright shining light that would blind a bunch of people in here. The other one is
Well,
a regular light that you can just keep doing.
What do you guys
Even once you
want?
cast, I hide from it.
Anyways-
I
What do you
get as
guys
far away
want?
from light.
Just put on regular
Light.
lights.
Okay,
The light
regular
switch.
light is I'm holding orb with regular light then.
That's cool. Let's just go to the
If we're-
sarcophagus and
If
pull it
we're
up.
attacked by the undead, then we can swamp it up.
Right.
Alright.
Yeah, you can just turn on the daylight if you need to. That's fine. So you guys all go in there. It's lit. I think it's like a 30-foot radius, but it's fine.
Yeah, can you move this lid, Malichor, so we can see if this is actually, as
Sure.
Criella said?
With the light in there, you do see glints of armor that have a golden inlay in it. It does match the description of what Lady Stormbanner told you, from what you can see from
Okay.
here.
Well, maybe it is.
All right, so make
Is
a
that one-
athletics check to lift it.
And we give him help for an advantage.
What's that?
Give him help for an advantage, help action.
Yeah, sure.
Not that he probably needs it, but
Mhm.
Wait, who's holding the light at the moment?
I am.
Vhajjharma.
Okay, then I'll get away from her then. Over here.
It's not complete darkness there, but okay. You lift it up. I mean, it's pretty tough, but with the help, it's not too much of a problem. And in there, you see a body of a man that once had a long beard braided, in armor, very similar to the Knights of Samular. And he has a grievous wound on his side. There is only a little bit of dust where the cracked lid was open, but other than that, that's all you see. He lays there in a pose with his hands crossed, and there is a dried rose in between his hands.
But I'm not I'm not doing anything further with this with the knight unless we cover him back up.
It
Yeah,
seems
I-
weird that he's got this kind of formal burial if he doesn't belong here. But
He matches the knight, the dead body that you're looking for.
He's
Right, who's
replacing
supposed to be
the lich so that if anybody looks, they don't think he is walking around.
if we look at the sarcophagus here, is it, what did it say again on the sarcophagus?
It says
His name.
Samular Cauldron.
So wait, we're looking for his body?
Remember, we were supposed to bring it back because that was one of the things they were bringing back was this body, this fallen knight that they wanted to lay to rest properly.
Yeah, they wanted him at the
Whatever that.
The delegation was bringing him.
yeah.
Right.
Oh,
What's the name of the place where Summit Hall?
Summit
Summit.
Hall.
He's supposed to be laid to
Yeah.
rest.
Before we take anything out, I think we should get permission from the lich to remove the knight.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
If he's still trying to do what's right by the knights, having him aware of them wanting the knight back might be helpful.
We could also just tell the knights where he is. They are knights, and we are not.
That's true.
Good
Yes.
point.
As opposed to us trying to lug a long dead body around. Most of us are not the lugging type.
That's true because they did say we could hire them out for 1 gold a day, right?
Mm-hmm.
Before we left.
I'm sure we wouldn't have to pay if we say, hey, guys.
Yeah.
Go find your brother's body.
Good
Yeah.
point.
Though in most of those cases, you do have to at least lead it to the body. You can't just say, it's here on the map, go get it. You know?
Sure.
Um,
But
Well, that would be
if-
fun.
If a squadron of knights is with us, I'm less worried about coming back to this
Yeah.
place.
Unless we clean it out, of course. Well,
There's no like spider senses tingling. There's no notion of movement or anything anywhere.
No.
Okay.
There
Does
is
it look like?
there is
Does
some creepy crawlies in here moving around, some spiders and centipedes. but
Does it
nothing
look
else.
like there's been any movement of any kind near the other sarcophagus that are in the room?
Nope.
Okay, I say we leave the body, we come back, we go tell the knights where it is. If they want it, they can come and get it.
Mm-hmm. I think that's an
Fine.
excellent plan.
Then possibly make Remnick understand what we're gonna do, so that he's
Yeah, I
aware
don't
they're
know if
coming and
he's
going.
going to care. The knights can try to convince him it's okay.
All right. Do we want to try the doors that Hobbs has gone down?
No, we don't.
I'm,
I just said that to Hobbs just so that he doesn't go wandering off since he didn't know what was going on.
No.
And then ruin it for you guys or whatever. So I didn't want that to happen. But don't think
No,
of my warning as
I
just
still
danger.
don't. I still don't.
well, we need to find Helen Ray. That's what we need to do.
We need to get out of here and rest for a long time.
Oh, we have to make her pay first.
Well, you need to get a little bit stronger first.
you waited this long.
We all do.
I mean, you do realize that she did say you wiped out half of the monk temple. Leaving and coming back for a couple days might invite others to rest again. Just like in real life, you know, things might come back.
Yeah, we need to go away. The longer we are here, we are just
Right.
waiting for the other half to get us.
Well,
Nobody has energy to fight the other half.
how long did it take us to fly here?
From the Summit Hall, not so long. So it was
So
like
one of
4
us-
hours, maybe.
One of us could send our familiar back with a note,
Indeed.
Yes, I do have
Certainly
my bird
can.
still.
and that way we don't have to leave. And if it can go there in 4 hours, they can muster themselves and get back here in another 4 or 5 hours.
Yes, I can send my bird.
That's-
Or
That's
they
very
get a
true.
note and they don't know how to reply and
We don't
They
need
don't
them.
have to reply. We're just telling them where it is. Say, come get it if you want it.
Alright.
Yeah.
We
don't
will
know
not
how
be
long-
bringing it to you. You can come and get it if you want.
Yeah, we'll tell them that in the catacombs of the Sacred Stone Monastery, we found the body of the knight that they are looking for. But we don't know, we don't have the ability to bring it back, and we don't know how long we can hold the monastery. So please send your knights with all due haste.
And oh, by
There
the
you go.
way, the founder of your order is still alive, and he's a lich.
We might not want to.
And he doesn't want to be bothered, so
Maybe not send that, but you know.
Alright.
Let's
So
not say that.
just
So you
and
guys
leave-
release the bird up to the top. You guys go to the door, let the bird go underneath the door without opening the door to the Umberhawk and go. Is there what else are you guys doing?
We gotta go. We need to go check.
I don't like being in this place.
Yeah, let's go back up, at least into the monastery itself. 'Cause I worry that we're blocking ourselves in down here.
Yeah.
Well, yes, and if Hobbs found us from Big Explosion, you can assure that the rest of the people will come finding Big Explosion and lots of dead monks.
I think we could probably, barricade the door, the main door that's leading into the catacombs, with something so that something can't follow us out.
That'd be a good use for mold earth.
Yes, we'll do
Yeah.
that.
Alright, please
concur.
please make a Arcana check on Molder.
Uh,
Just roll
before
Arcana
we
on your skill.
Before we do that, I'd like to move over to the age where the Umberhawk was, and just open the door that's there enough to look in and see the other door that's in there that nobody else could look at.
Okay, so you go in past there. Yeah, you see that door. It looks really similar.
And I have no difficulty looking at it like I did before.
Nope. You can. To you, it's a bit transparent.
Do I see anything on the other side?
You see stairs that go down.
Can Vhajjharma see it now too, since she has a necklace?
Is she gonna look at it?
Looking at what?
Are you
What
gonna
am I
lock the door first, and are you gonna look at the door? So
Which door am I looking at? The one that he went through? This one down here?
No, over here. It's here.
no.
Where
What
I am.
door?
All the way on the far side. I wanted to look at the door that nobody else could look at before we decided to mold earth and block them.
Oh.
That one.
So I just popped that door open and.
There's a chain.
Yes.
There's grates and chains in front of it. But the
Yes,
the chain is left open, and there's a dead body right there.
Yes, I will look.
All right, you guys get a better look down the hallway if you can. You bring in light with you too, right?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just checking. You see, it goes and opens up into a tunnel.
So I can see that?
Yeah. This looks like a. You can see rafters up. It looks like maybe like a mining tunnel up to the south, and then up to the north is the grates with the chain locked around it. And then you can see that special door. The chain is left open though, hastily left open. Obviously, Helen and Ray went through this quickly.
Last time we were down someplace that looked like there was mining that was under red larch.
Yes. And big creatures came
And
crawling out of it.
you can look at the door, Vhajjharma.
I can.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, I wonder if we can look at that door underneath the other one.
Vhajjharma, by the way, did you cast Identify in that thing? Because I did.
Yes,
give you
I
the time
did.
For it. Okay.
Yes, I did.
You know that this thing has strong relationship to earth magic. Go figure. You have resistances to bludgeoning, piercing, and what's the slashing?
Sweet.
Damn. Nice.
Excellent.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. Can I staple this to my chest? So it
You
does not fall
retie.
off.
It's around a band. It's like put into stone. You know, he had it. There's like a stone outside of it. But you can just reband it, or you can just put it in your pouch. It'll work the same.
Okay.
Whatever you want. But you should tell me what you're doing so I know.
No, I was just saying that so it did not fall off.
Yeah. Let me see if I can find that effect. So we should put that on you, but you'll be half damaging. I'll find it later and put it on you later. But
Oh, I could use that.
indeed. Anyways, that's what you see.
Cool.
But the door looks solid to you.
Okay.
So
But
shall
to
we go back?
Kevril, it looks transparent.
That's
I
what
can
he
see that.
says.
Oh, how interesting.
The other door he could see through it too, if you remember.
Kevril can see. Oh, because you have the water one, yes?
Yeah.
Oh, that's interesting. How does that work? Well, now I want to go back under that keep and go in the water and see
I
what
want to
that
go
door
there
is.
right here.
Yes, we know.
Well,
so are you guys heading back up or what?
I think so. Kevril, you will have much better chance of killing her if the rest of us are able to help you. We are not of much use to you now until we have rested.
We can't let her escape.
But
she's
you
too
cannot
fast.
kill her yourself. She will kill you without the rest of us. So
Can we-
give us a chance.
Can we send a familiar after her, or is it too late?
The fact is, I mean, it's been 2.5 hours,
Yeah.
almost 3 hours, and she was moving super fast when she booked it for the door.
Yep.
So she's long gone at this point. I have a feeling that she will pop up again if
I'm just not
you were in
thinking.
her monastery and she established this place here. I have a feeling she's not going anywhere.
Yeah, I'd like to get a look at least the upstairs before we.
There aren't many other places upstairs to really look at, honestly. But yeah,
We
I
need
think
somewhere we can hole up for a while.
There is, I mean, you estimate there's at least, well, there's this room that you guys looked in. Let me uncover that. So here, I'll give you guys that map. So there's this room you looked in, which you figured out pretty much what it was. Oh wait, well, let me uncover it. And then you figured out the one is a training room, but there's at least 4 or 5 rooms you're estimating that you don't know what they are.
Yeah.
We've got to stay here until the knights arrive. So we've got.
They're going to be monk quarters, and we need to.
Right. We either have to take hostages and get some information, or
Well, and the question is, who is in charge now that the head of the order is gone?
If someone wants to roll a survival check, you can try to figure out how long it would take the monks to get here. Remember, they're on foot, so.
oh, you mean the knights?
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. You estimate if they're on foot, it will take them about a day and a half if they can cross the river. If they have a way to cross it. If they don't have a way to cross it, many more days. 6. 7.
Okay.
Yeah, we can't wait for the knights. I mean, we need to wait to tell them what needs to go on, but we can't wait to deal
Well,
with it.
they've got the note to know where the body is, so they can go inside the monastery and go down to find the crypt. They don't need us for that.
We can always go over and fly some of them over too. If we
And
want,
who's
but-
familiar left?
Vhajjharma's.
That was mine. My bird.
Okay, you're bat.
My bat.
Okay.
No,
I like it.
let's clear the rest of the upstairs before we attack downstairs.
Are we going to secure this door that's right here in front of the sarcophagus room?
Yeah, we can
Yes.
bold earth it up and try and
Yes.
hover over it.
Please.
Yes.
Please roll an Arcana check.
Ooh.
That's to know how good you do the door, basically. And Hobbs, yeah, you're out. Okay.
Oh, I didn't roll it in the tower.
Who's doing mold earth?
Both of
We
them.
both can.
All right, I'm just gonna take the highest then. All right, great. Good thing that was in the tower. I mean, you're welcome to try again if you want, but it will make your other roll go away, and you'll have to take the new one.
No, it doesn't matter.
No. That's fine.
All right. So we're heading back
Clear.
up to the main level.
Clear it. Clear it.
All right. So
Okay.
what are you guys wearing right now?
We should probably redisguise ourselves if we can.
Plenty of dead bodies around, so yeah.
Yeah.
There
Yeah.
are definitely extra monk robes. There are guard uniforms, but those you can't really wear unless you have a way to make stone that doesn't have straps fit up.
I'll take a monk's robe and I'll use my disguise kit to make myself look human.
There's 4 monk robes, and they have the mask on the side of them too.
I will put on monk robe and mask.
Okay.
Because I
I
do
still
not have spell for disguise self right now.
Okay.
Yeah, I still have.
I guess I'll see if a robe fits. Not really worry about it.
That guy in a tiny coat.
Okay. Robe fits you fine. I mean, it's not going to the floor. It's definitely a little bit tight on the chest area, but it's fine.
This Holocaust cloak.
Mhm.
Are you getting a robe, Hobbs? Oh wait, there's 4 robes. Yeah, you guys have enough for everyone. I'll just assume you take one for Hobbs. So, all right, and you guys go upstairs.
Yes.
Indeed.
All right. As you walk up, you see the bodies all strewn and charcoaled all over the ground. It does not smell so good. You can see there's a bunch of vultures in here eating away. And
Gross.
It didn't take long.
It did not. And there's some crows in here too that are pecking away at it.
Who wanted the familiar?
And as you guys come up, that you can see them just fly off to the ceiling. They just kind of land there, and you hear them squawking. And then you do all get the sense that all these people dead. You've never seen this many people dead at once, and it gives you the feeling that the powers that you now have from your adventuring are very powerful, and you get the sense that you need to be careful with them, otherwise many innocents could die. And you also get the sense that perhaps some of these people could be, because with this many people, the chances of everyone being evil and up to nefarious things probably isn't the case.
Yeah, I probably would have still blown them up anyway.
I'll say a brief prayer to Tyr.
Sounds good.
Especially after the dream I had about my sister.
Indeed. So where do you guys go?
I think we should investigate the room to the
To
east.
a room with a door and a lock.
What one? You need to point at what one, or where you guys are going, or what?
I think we should check out this one first.
Okay.
Which one?
Okay.
Oh.
As you guys go out the double doors, you can see someone looking out of the window, looking straight at you. In one of the, actually their mask is raised. They're female, and they look at you, and their eyes open up. They see you. They seem to stand at attention, and they walk away from the window. They're on the window of. I will show you. Fuck. Nice, Hobbs. That's awesome. Does anyone can anyone notice this, Hobbs?
Yeah.
Wait, what?
No, I'm asking Hobbs, not you. You are the Mr. Unperceptive. But do you have any
does anyone
outward sight? Is it possible? Yeah.
Maybe if they're looking. I mean,
is there,
I have her holy symbol, but I don't really like just flaunt it.
Okay. Can you roll a stealth, please?
Oh boy, hey. So I have my pass without a trace.
Yeah, everyone has pass without a trace, so you do have plus 10 to your stealth. So.
Oh shit.
Which is pretty kick-ass.
Let's roll it there for now. Yeah, there you go.
Alright, no one notices shit.
Yeah.
I kind of figured as much, but just in case. Actually,
We
with
should
that,
close those
no.
doors behind us, is what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Alright, you close it.
Were they broke? Are they in good shape? Were they broken open?
The wood on it is broken. They're a bit dented in. They're not as good a shape as they were, but they still should work. Though
Do they have a lock?
They do lock with a key.
Can I try my key?
Yes, it does lock it.
Good.
This isn't as tough as a lock that they broke, but whatever it is they took to broke it, they must have did it with, you assume maybe magic, because there's this big thick wood that's just splintered in half.
Okay. Well, at least average people won't go poking around in there.
Alright, so where are we headed? To room 35?
You're going to go to the right? Someone want to put your character down? I have to do that probably, right?
You do.
I think you guys don't. Oh, they're not on here anymore, huh? Okay. I will put your characters down. Umbada. Hobbs. There's Malichor. Yay. Do you need me to zoom in the map of that section so you can see better?
No, I just did.
Alright.
You got one more to put on. Oh, it's an identified creature.
Do your thing, Criella.
I do the thing that I do.
Do your thing with your thing.
Alright, are you checking for traps?
I'm checking for traps and picking a lock with my mage hand.
Alright. Are you gonna step
Are
away
we all-
are you gonna step away while you do it, or?
Yeah, I give it a good 2 feet.
Yeah, you have to get close to checking for traps, but
Okay.
because you're not really touching it, you're just looking. So give me a perception check. Oh, by the way, we're in the other map. Yeah, you got it, Hubs. I think. Do you have it? Hubs? I don't know. You don't notice anything odd about the door.
Okay. I will use my mage hand to pick that lock.
All right, and you stand 2 feet away from it. You said.
Yeah.
Okay. You
may have
pick
to
it
use
open,
diplomacy.
and as you open it, you open it. I'm assuming you do. Maybe I don't know.
Yes, nice and slowly.
All right, can you give me a stealth roll then?
Oh, yes, I can.
And if everyone's gonna be quiet, you guys can all just roll stealth.
Okay.
Plus 10. Right?
It is
But
plus. It is plus 10.
10 plus what you would get normally, or just 10?
Plus 10. What you get normally. Plus.
So
10.
I'm at plus 20, so I think I'm...
I'm plus 16.
Yep. That's what's awesome about Pass Without Trace. Remember you used that a while ago, Kevril, when you played the
Yeah.
Dark Monk
Yeah,
or whatever.
before we almost died at that other keep.
Yeah.
Which time? Which time?
It's D&D. If you don't almost always die, there's no excitement. Okay. You guys are practically invisible, but not to yourselves, except for... Well, there's light. You guys are carrying light with you, so...
Well, I can close it up. I just put it in my pocket.
If you want, but it might be weird monks walking around without light. Don't know.
Yeah,
Perhaps, but they should not have orb light. They will have other light.
Jarba, you definitely did better than that, by the way.
Oh, yeah. I don't know how to put things on there. You know how it goes.
No, that's good. You just would add 10 more to that. It did 25.
Yeah. Okay. You look down, you see there's stairs going down, and the hallway curves to the left. Or, your left.
Okay. Can I peek around the corner?
You peek around the corner, you see stairs that go down further into the darkness. But for
Alright.
you, I guess it's not so dark. Let me see. Yeah, it goes further down. It looks like another landing, and it perhaps goes over to your left, looking down this way.
It spirals almost.
Down back to the catacombs. Can we make like a survival check or something to see if that's where it's
If you
head?
want to go over there, look, you can. Otherwise, Creella's looking.
Oh, they don't need the light, so I'll stay up here. I'll be ready to go down if I hear anything, but I'll stay in this hallway.
Do we want to go down? I'll poke my head back out into the hallway and just tell them that there's more stairs.
Okay, I don't think we need to do that right now. Aren't we trying to just find a place to be safe for a minute?
No. Let's clear the rest.
What's our goal right now?
Clear the rest of this floor. Get rid of the rest of any other threats that we encounter before we head
Yes,
down.
but I don't see how that would be plausible since we are without
Your first
most
goal
of our
originally,
abilities to defend
Yeah,
ourselves.
your first goal here was originally to find out as much information about them as you can. So, I believe, just because it's been a couple weeks since you guys decided to go here, real time, but that was the original goal, and you found out some information. Is it enough? I don't know.
And murdered half of them, and now we are.
Well, your instincts right now is that it looks pretty empty up here. You don't hear any training. So
Where was the one that you said we saw somebody?
We didn't.
By the front door.
At the front door, yeah.
Oh,
you do remember there was guards posted at the front door when you guys came in. So
Still there.
The other advantage we have right now is if anybody's sleeping, it's real easy to get the drop on them, unlike when they all wake up in the morning.
Okay, so perhaps we go try to find dorm rooms, something?
Of course, if a fireball didn't wake them up, I'm not really sure what will.
Well,
or the other alarms going off.
or the giant screaming shame.
Yeah,
Like-
that too.
That's true.
Or all the dead bodies that they might have seen. Who
Well,
knows?
So chances are they are awake and they are either gathering to figure out how to defend against us or they are hiding because they are afraid. But they are not sleeping.
I think we can probably intimidate them to flee. We can find them without a leader.
You guys also have like plus 10 to your stealth. I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, I would like to... There's obviously going to be some stuff in this monastery to to claim as our own.
Yeah, I knew that was coming. Yeah.
You want to steal things. Okay, as long as we don't die, okay? I have no spells left to help anyone, so...
You do.
got all sorts
You
of
actually
spells.
got.
I have two.
You got fire.
I have 2 level.
You got
I have
Firebolt,
2.
which is a very good spell, and you also have Tides of
Buttload of
Chaos
cantrips.
to go with that. You also have the
Yes.
magic.
I know.
magic wand You're good.
I know, but it's not helping against 30 people.
And now you have
So-
resistance to all physical
I-
damage.
I do. Okay, so there's that.
You're the
I-
new tank. You're
like-
the new tank. We're
like
gonna
I-
get behind you.
I understand you're not used to like D&D getting kind of low, but this they did design like short rest to be like, you know, the second chance. Like if you don't have clerics in the party, you get a heal basically, and you can keep going.
Well, I'm fine. Yeah, no, I get it. I'm just trying to stay on task here.
Oh yes.
Okay.
What
Here,
is our
Kevril.
task?
Just like I'm trying to play mine well. Let's go.
Indeed.
Good. Go around the corner, and I still got your back up here.
Where you going now? You do know
Alright,
that big room.
So people who can't see in the dark, I suppose, if you would like to go, you can. I will message you. You can tell me what is happening. For those of us who cannot see in the dark,
I don't really want to go in downstairs. So, do we want to go in the training room, or do we want to check out any of these?
there is light in the hallways. So there is like, it's probably like a little lamps that are lit. So.
like torches or something.
Yeah, but it's really low. They're kind of hooded, so they're not so bright. But
Okay, so enough to not trip on your feet.
Let's
Yeah.
clear the rest of this floor and then we'll go down.
Okay.
Let's
so
go.
agreeable.
the thing I just pointed to, you do know that was a training room.
Yeah,
from last-
that was where Helen Ray was, so I'll be the first one to rip that door open, just so you know.
Okay.
Are you gonna go in there?
Mm-hmm.
Stealthily, perhaps.
Well, yeah. That's yeah, I will, just because we have been.
As you go walk there to go open the door, you hear down the hallway to the east hallway. You hear, "Hey, what's going on?"
Who hears it? Everybody?
Yeah, everyone does.
Is everyone safe? I'll yell down the hallway.
I don't know. I'm asking you. I just heard a big boom. That was a while ago.
Where is everyone else? I haven't seen anyone.
I don't know. Is everyone back to sleep?
I've heard nothing else. I think it's safe to go back to sleep.
Oh. Phew. I heard a big boom, and that was hours ago. I've been standing here. And then you can hear him walking this way.
Okay.
And he turns around the corner and he sees you guys all standing there, and you're standing there right about to open the door, I believe. And he sees you, and you're just standing by the door. Shouldn't you be in bed now?
You know how strenuous our schedules are. I'm trying to get in some training before morning.
What's your name?
What? And
Boring conversation.
You basically
anyway.
see a monk come up to you. He was obviously at that side door there, standing there or something like that. So
he was at that other door.
yeah, that's the way he came around. I can yeah, I'll get his thing.
Is
up
he
here.
alone? Perhaps you put him in sleeper hold.
Ask him why he did.
Okay, wait a minute. You're talking to him right now? Are you gonna
No,
say
no,
that
I'm
to
just-
him? Okay, well then don't say it.
I can.
You guys are at the moment where you're talking to him, so I'm gonna assume you're gonna tell him that. So
Oh, which door did he come out of?
you can try to message him. You're pretty covered up. You'll have advantage on any stealth roll.
I can
so
message.
You can.
Maybe he is.
You gotta tell
Maybe
me.
he's the one. Maybe he's the one we take hostage and learn from.
Ah, you're
Yes.
messaging.
Yes.
Because we can't have a discussion in front of when someone's
Yes,
talking to
I
you.
am messaging.
Okay, please roll your stealth. If you're gonna do it
Jesus.
stealth.
Hold on, I'm trying to
What?
get to the.
Oh, all right.
Hopefully you can't see me.
Well, yeah, best to roll it in tower.
Plus another 10.
You can do it with advantage. Oh yeah, plus you're fine.
I did roll it.
Don't worry about it. I forgot about the plus 10. So, all right. You cast it. You get it one sentence. What do you want to say to everyone?
Should we take hostage and find out more information from him?
Who are you saying it to? And they get a reply back.
Kevril. He's talking to him, is he not?
Yep.
Okay.
I'll say, sure.
All right. It is initiative time. I will just roll everyone's initiative. Don't worry about it.
Does he walk up to me, or what's he do?
He's talking to you right now. I'm assuming you're gonna do something. I'm rolling initiative anyways because you said sure. So, but I mean, if you don't want to act, that's fine.
Yeah.
He's not gonna act until you guys obviously do something. So we're not. Helen Ray is not there, so don't worry about her.
Oh, good.
And this guy is dead. I don't need her in there either. So that's initiative. First up is Vhajjharma. Do you want to do anything? They're still talking at the moment.
No. Mm-mm. I'm just watching.
Is everyone just gonna wait then?
I'll take Kevril's lead, because at this point I don't feel like killing anybody else.
All right. And plus you guys didn't hear it. It'd be up to Kevril. So Kevril, it's your turn at round 0. What do you want to do? You can talk before you do anything too.
The last thing he said to me was, what was my name, right?
Yeah, what was your name?
We just arrived this morning. I'm Halbrick.
Can you roll a give yourself advantage because you have the uniform on? Can you roll a
deception?
Yeah, deception. Thanks.
Deception. With advantage, you said?
Yes. With the robes on, you get advantage in here, pretty much. Unless it's a lich.
Right.
In which case, you don't get shit. Okay. Albert. Alright. Well, I'm going to bed.
Indeed, can you help me with something before you go?
What is that?
You obviously heard the same noise that I did. I just want to check to make sure that there's no bigger problem here. I'm a little uncertain of my ability, and I don't want to cause any problems. Could you come and help me and look quickly with me to make sure that there's no issue? Must stand a much better chance with 2.
What do you mean? Please roll a deception check. Since you are lying.
No, I'm not.
You do
Not
want them to
totally.
go.
Not totally. It's just the half truth.
Alright. Alright. I'll do it, but you know she's gonna want us to go to sleep.
We'll be very quick. I know. The last thing we want to do is upset the master.
Yeah.
You must be new, master. Okay, where are we going?
I think it's safer if we head out through the courtyard first, and then come in that side. That seems to be where the source of the noise was. I'll head up this way and see if he follows.
You don't know what's going on? He follows you.
I know as much as you do. I just think we need to make sure that there's not a bigger problem here.
Then you know that the gargoyles out there will take care of anything. We don't need to go that way.
The blast didn't come from the courtyard, though. It came from the temple area. I don't know what the noise was, but don't you think it would be safer to come in through that way and have the gargoyles watch our backs?
Those aren't the normal orders, but okay.
Must have rolled really well.
Pretty poor, I know.
He is now the master.
I will. So, is the rest of the group following behind me, or are they all kind of hanging out? What are they doing?
I don't know what the group's doing.
I'm getting.
As I walk by, I kind of want to just, with my eyes, motion to have everybody follow me as I'm going.
Okay, we just follow like we are not important people.
Okay.
So yeah, I'll watch our back though, or I'll watch our 6.
Okay.
Alright.
I'll get down to the door at the bottom, and I'll. Is this one locked? I don't remember if this one was locked or open.
It was open.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean it was locked at one time, but you guys opened it. I assume you didn't lock it.
No, I don't think we did. Yeah. So as we kind of go down there, I'll pretend like I'm having difficulty with the door a little bit.
Yeah.
Damn, I don't know what's the matter with this door. Can you try it here? It's just I'm having difficulty here. I'll step aside and he walk.
Yeah, that door is normally locked. He doesn't walk up to it.
Well, then get out your key, man. What are you waiting for? We've got a timetable here.
I don't have a key. Obviously, you're new. I suggest
So
you
He
go
just
back to
arrived
bed.
today, right?
Fair enough. If we must go back to bed, then and I'll just jump on him.
All right. We're just gonna start from Kevril. That's gonna be the symbol. So, Kevril, make your attack.
Okay.
Let me get the combat tracker.
Are you gonna grapple him?
Yeah, I'm gonna grapple him. So I guess that's what's an athletics check for me, or is it acrobatic? Oh, it's acrobatics for me, right?
It's yeah, for you it's acrobatics because you're the special monk. Where's him? Where is he? He gets acrobatics too, though.
Yes, he does.
He's just kind of looking at you weird, like, ugh, whatever, noob. And as he does that, he goes turn around to go to sleep. He doesn't even look at you. He slips on the top of his robe, and you're able just to grapple him easily enough.
Yeah.
You get him in like a joint lock position. He's like, we're not training. What's Criella, you're up. You can move him if you want. Or
Should we move him into the
You can do your
office
second
where we
attack
know?
on him. By the way, you guys can, if you want to knock people out, you got to hit them down to their 0 hit points. The last hit says, I'm going to knock them out or kill them. So, that's how it works.
Yeah,
Can we take him into the office?
Yeah, that's a good idea. I'll move him.
Oh,
So do I get my movement then?
Oh, what the fuck are you doing? What the? Yeah, you have full movement of him, so you still got your full movement. You only use.
I'll stuff one of my gloves in his mouth so he
Good
stops
idea.
talking.
Okay, that's gonna be a resistant roll. So please do a It would be for you. It would be athletics check to get it into his mouth, and then it'll be versus his acrobatics. Oh my god, I'm rolling high. Now's the time to explore,
He just
guys.
woke up.
I'm rolling
He just
high.
woke up. He
My
just woke
athletics is not great.
It's totally fine because he rolled like a 3, so it doesn't matter. All right, you stuff it as well. Good job.
All right, so we'll move him over and get him in that door and the.
Give yourself inspiration for that.
Yep, nice.
I already have it, so Malichor may take it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
All right, so you guys are gonna
cool.
go in there, in that
Yep, I
room.
have the key.
You see him just start shouting. He tries to go back the other way, but he can't because Kevril has him. So you make your whole movement. You get them all in there.
I'll plop him down in the chair and then.
Are you gonna
Hold
still
him.
hold him?
I'm gonna hold him, plop him in the chair, hold him in place until we can get out some kind of rope or something and just bind him in place where he's
Okay.
at. Now.
It's the Bat's turn. Bat's not here. Criella, you can move. And then Vhajjharma, your turn. Kevril says get out some rope.
Yep.
Okay, do I have rope?
I don't know, do you?
Not I do.
I
Oh,
do.
It would be in your thing. Most people do, but I don't know.
in my inventory.
It won't go off.
That rage?
It's
Yeah.
fine. It doesn't really matter. I mean,
Alright.
I probably have to take it off for you. Oh man, you keep putting it back on.
I don't see rope, but I have a sack. I will
I-
put it over his head.
Alright, so you put a sack.
That works pretty good. So
I will put the sack over his head.
he can move, so it'll be a verse roll, so you can use
I have rope.
acrobatics. Well, you can use it when it's your turn. So Vhajjharma, you get out you empty whatever was in that sack, and then you go to put it over his head. You can choose what you empty. I don't really care.
I don't know. I
Make
just said the
make
sack. I
a
don't know what
make
to
a acrobatics roll, or I mean athletics roll, and then he can try to resist you. Please.
Okay.
I'm gonna roll it in the open because he's rolling real high, and it doesn't. You're gonna know if you do it or not, so it doesn't matter.
Okay.
So you
all right.
roll athletics roll.
Uh,
Excellent. This guy he must suck. It's too early in the morning for him. And you get it right over his head, and you tie it. And he's like, he's shaking. Malichor, your turn. You can move for Vhajjharma if you want.
I'm just going to stay wherever I have.
Yeah, you
Where
just
are they
leave
now?
your figure. They went into the
Okay,
room.
so I'm going here now.
Right, I'm gonna tie him to the chair.
All right. Please make a. It would be a survival roll for tying. Sure.
Probably.
You could use for survival. My friend,
You do have an inspiration point I gave you.
you
I
could
do.
do that, or you could just wait the next round and do it again.
Oh, wait.
But it does take your full action. So Hobbs is up. Is Hobbs here?
He's taking a poop.
All right.
Um,
It's the monk's turn. He is blind, so he's got disadvantage. He's gonna try to resist you, Kevril, with disadvantage.
All right.
I'm going to step away downstairs
Oh, he got
for
a
30, 40
20.
minutes.
He as you got him in like this. Okay. Thanks for letting me know. As you got him in this crazy joint lock, he wiggles out really quick.
But he has bag over his head.
He does.
Indeed. He wiggles out and he goes in. That's his action, so he's free, and he goes to try to run away. You guys can use opportunity attack on him. So
Okay.
he's right here in the chair, right?
On him. Yeah,
Those
everybody
are, and Kevril is right next to him too, so he's like right there. So all three of you are gonna do it.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right.
Sure.
Please make your 20. You get advantage because he's blind.
Yep.
So we just have to roll a 20-sider.
Yeah.
Just attack.
Your opportunity attack.
You can attack with whatever you want, though, right? It doesn't really matter. We're not
As
trying
long
to
as
kill
it's a melee weapon, no long range.
I can use a net, right?
You don't have the net out. You'd have to take the net out.
Okay.
Yeah, it's whatever you have in your hand. I'm assuming you had your weapons in your hand.
Yeah, I don't want to
I
hurt
would
him.
just I'm just gonna be hand strikes. So
It's like a reaction, so it's like quick, right? So, go. Just do one attack. Oh, he left. I mean,
I'm
he was,
just gonna-
he was serious about going in 20 minutes.
he really did have to go poop.
I'm just gonna shove him. So it'd be an athletics check, right?
Shove him will just push him.
Yeah.
I'm going to take a coin purse and hit him upside the head.
Yeah, I just
I
punched
mean,
him.
you guys can use like the backs of your daggers and shit. Don't.
Okay.
You can
okay.
make them down to 0 hit points. Is what I'm trying to
Yeah.
tell you, that you have to do damage to them to get them down to 0, and then you can choose to either kill them or knock them out.
Is this 17 hit? I'm assuming
This
it
happens
does.
with everything except for long range weapons. Everything here is a hit, except
Okay.
for Tiffany's not a
What
hit.
did I-
You got an 8, but you didn't do an attack, so you got bonuses too.
I don't know what to do.
Well, what are you
Just
doing?
attack like you would normally.
Just hitting him with my coin purse in the head like a suckers.
You're not
rocks.
proficient in it, so there you go. You did get an 8.
Okay, so whatever.
Okay. Please roll your damage, Malichor. Why'd you do 1d4, Malichor?
So I hit him with the dagger.
Oh, okay. 5. Oof! He's like, oof, oof! He gets hit, You can see a little bit of wetness come out of his
Stay
bag.
still. Stay still. I'm trying to intimidate him.
Indeed. Kevril, it doesn't really work. It is your turn. Actually, he does run past, actually. But he doesn't know where he's going. He's blind, so... let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. He runs this way. And he trips on the bed and falls over. He's now prone.
Good.
Actually, he'll have to make a dexterity check for that. He is a monk after all. Oh, he totally trips. It is not his day. We'll just make this fast and easy. He bumps his head on the wall and he knocks out on the bed.
Cool. We can just time to the bed.
Time down.
Yep.
And then we got to see how long it's going to be before he wakes up, if he can knock himself out. Or I guess we could wake him up, maybe.
You have to, I mean, if you have spells to heal him, you can wake him. Otherwise, he's knocked out.
Can we use a healing kit? And...
A potion?
Healing kit only stabilizes a person, doesn't bring him back up. It keeps him from dying. He's just knocked out.
I don't want to give him
So
a
it's,
potion.
normal rules for knocked out is like 1 day 4 hours.
Yeah. Well, shit. We'll just time
So-
just leave them. They're tied to the bed.
Alright. You tie him to the bed. Give yourself advantage on the roll. Please roll it in the tower. Whoever has the best survival, please, you do it. And then that's his difficulty to get out of the knots. So
Yeah. I think that's going to be Malichor. It's not going to be me.
probably.
If I help him, though, does he get advantage? For tying knots or not?
Yeah. Yeah, sure. Yeah, totally.
Roll with advantage, Malichor, for survival.
Malichor, are you there? Or are you
He might be
frozen?
frozen. He
I
might
think
be
he's
frozen.
frozen. Frozen Malichor. Frozen.
You roll
frozen.
it for him.
Frozen.
You roll it for him.
I am rolling it for him.
Fine.
I am rolling it. Frozen Malichor. Are you frozen too, Vhajjharma? Yes.
Yeah,
They probably
everybody's
both are.
Maybe their internet took a poop. Oh,
Yes.
she's back.
Alright. Hold on.
Fucking Saturday night. Malichor, I don't know if you can hear us, but he's tying people up.
He's
Whatever. I'm just
restarting.
rolling them. Yeah. Okay, he does it. Oops, you seen it. Whatever. He's good.
He's tied down. That's all that
Yeah.
matters. Yeah. Okay, cool.
Alright. And next.
So we're out of combat, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Certainly. It's fun to look at.
Well, I still would want to go in that training room down there and see what the hell's going on down there.
I guess Hobbs just wanders off somewhere. We'll just put him over there for now.
Okay.
Criella would agree. What is he logging back in the fantasy grounds? Is that what Marc is doing?
Yes, he think he lost everything.
Oh, did
It
his
just
computer
lost.
crash? Oh, bummer.
I don't know. Maybe he lost
wait-
his
wait a
internet
second.
connection.
What?
Oh, there he is.
Oh no, you're still plugged in on. Are you in on fantasy grounds? Or are you reconnecting?
No, I'm still plugged in on Fantasy Grounds. My laptop got kicked off, but I hardwired.
Cool. All right. So you tied him up. You tied him up all good, on the bed.
All
And
good.
then,
Just the
and then
way I
Vhajjharma got out a whip and a smirk on her face.
Oh my goodness.
No, that didn't happen. That was D&D fantasy.
Oh shit.
It was somebody else's fantasy.
So, you guys walk to the other door down there? That's where...
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
You go and open the door. It is unlocked. You open it, and then as soon as you see it, it reminds you of your training days. You see straw mats covered the floor of this large exercise room, and wooden racks along the walls hold quarterstaffs, polearms, and various weapons commonly associated with martial arts. Doors exit to the... I always hate when they write that. It's stupid. You can see the doors, right? You can see where the doors exit. There is a triangular symbol is carved into the center of the room's western wall. You've seen this symbol before. There's a symbol of Earth. So
There's
there
no
are
one in
various
there?
martial art weapons here. If you need to stock up, now's your time, Kevril.
I'm pretty good, I think.
Okay.
All right.
Well, we're not going to go to the room to the east because that entrance is into the Lich's area. So I think we probably should leave that alone for now. Should we go to the one to the south?
Yeah, that looks
Like
probably a barracks, wouldn't you think?
Yeah, that down there probably.
All right. So you head there.
Mm-hmm.
Show me what door you're going to. Okay. Thank you. Are you gonna check for locks, or are you gonna check the door?
The normal.
Okay.
The normal. I'm not
Alright.
checking. I'll check for. I probably
The
wouldn't
other
check.
one, I assume you just opened because it's
Yeah,
a
I
training
would've.
room.
I would have.
All right. Criella will do that for you since she's there. She's like looks for locks. She rolls some dice.
Did Charles leave, or
Maybe he got booted off and he said, well, fuck it, I'm gonna go down anyways, so he might have did that. I haven't seen him back on, so I assume that's what he did. He's pretty sure there's no locks.
Okay.
And he goes and stands 2 feet away and opens it?
Opens it quietly, yeah.
Yeah.
Because I'm assuming that everybody's sleeping in there based on that last conversation.
He clicks the door open easily. Inside, he's gonna do stealth and look inside real quick.
Mm-hmm.
Boom. He says, or she says, "Oh, there's a big room. There's a bunch of books in here, some desk, but it's empty."
Classroom of some sort.
And she says, "There's a bunch of papers and there's something on their glass."
Oh, she wants that, I'm sure.
Yep.
Do you guys wish to go in there?
I'm sure she already went in. So I'll follow her.
Okay, she goes in.
I'll follow her in quietly.
All right. You guys all walk in?
Sure.
Yeah.
All right.
Do we have the light?
We still have plus 10. I think we're okay.
There's no light in here, but there is some light coming in, so it's dim light. Yeah, you guys can just still have plus 10. That's fine. But I mean, you can have a light with you if you want. That's fine. I mean, you're dressed up as monks, so it might be odd that you don't have light.
Should I like find a torch somewhere? I guess I'll grab.
Yeah, you can grab a torch off the wall. It's fine.
Yeah, something.
You light it easily with one of the lanterns. You guys grab a torch. Inside, writing desks stand beneath the windows of this large workroom. Dusty tomes, stacks of parchment, and pots of ink clutter each desk.
Oh, good. I'm going to take some papers and some ink for myself, so I don't have to buy it for my spell.
You get yourself looking around. Please make a perception check when you're looking. And anyone else who wants to look around, you need to do the same. Or it'd be, perception. Investigation if you want to figure things out.
Yes, I would also like to read things and learn what they are.
Vhajjharma, you have advantage for some reason, but it's fine.
I don't. I didn't put it on.
Yeah, she still has comprehend languages on, right?
Yep.
Yes.
Oh, that'll give you advantage anyways. That's fine. Okay, perception. Vhajjharma, while you're looking through papers, you find what you need over there on the shelf. You find yourself 400 gold pieces worth of ink and parchment. So mark that down so that you don't have to spend that on your spells. when you write them in your spell book. So, which is nice. And as you move it, there's some parchment that was covering up some books, and in here you find something interesting. There are books of many titles, but the thing that does stick out to you is there's a book on earth deities, and there's other books on elemental powers, and they look like there's a bunch of handwritten books and other parchments all stuffed in here. They definitely look of some interest to you. Some of the titles look very gold bound. They might be worth some money.
Yep, I'm going to take them all.
Alright. As you take them, I assume you guys close the door. Nothing happens. But
I guess I should have picked them up with my mage hand.
yes, that would have been wise, but you didn't. It doesn't matter. You grab all the books and nothing's happening. And there's a bunch of parchments, and this has some interest to you. It's going to take you some time to look at it, but it seems pretty important to you.
Oh.
Scoop it up.
Okay. I will take it all.
I mean, it wouldn't take you too long to look through it to find really important things, but there's not that many books.
Okay. Yes.
So you can if you want.
What's in the glass case?
Please roll an investigation check, and we'll find out how long it takes you to find stuff.
Me? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I think I did, but I didn't.
No, that was you were looking for specific things. This is investigation in the things you got now. Okay.
No problem.
You can give yourself advantage because you have comprehend languages up. So roll again.
Oh. Okay.
You don't need to do it in the tower. It's fine.
Oh.
So. Or okay, we'll just take that number. So, you figure out these tomes include academic texts on the elemental planes. A lot of stuff in detail of the elements, which is very interesting to you. You think they're greater detail than what you guys know. There's holy texts that refer to earth deities and elemental powers, and also talks about different deities and creatures related to it. So you can use it basically as reference books to those types of creatures. So elementals and deities, earth deities.
Nice.
That's cool.
There is philosophical treaties, which as you get to the end, there's these like loose papers, and you notice these are philosophical treaties. Philosophical treaties on it seems like self-denial and nihilism in response to a flawed and logical world. It's constantly you see this writing. You tell everyone this is interesting. And everyone takes a look. Kevril, can I have you roll a perception check, please?
Yeah, what's her handwriting?
It's gonna be something else, but I think I already know what it is.
All right. Strange. You thought you felt something familiar, but you don't. When you look through the papers, you're thumbing through it. You notice this writings. It's basically philosophical writings on self-denial, nihilism, and in response to the flawed, illogical world, talking about how people don't treat each other right, and it'll never go back to balance that it should be. And then you're reading all this kind of stuff, very philosophical, and then you come upon a text on the top of it. It's in dwarven writing. It says
so I can read it.
Indeed, it says secrets, and you're like, huh.
Okay.
You turn it over, and it has a list in there. It says insights. In there, it says, Wait a minute, I gotta look something up real quick because I forgot to do that before we played. And let me tell you, this is where it gets interesting. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe not. In there, it says Insights by Aaron Bendrilli. Bendrini. Insights by Baron Indrini. I guess that's how you say it. It says Baron. I will spell it out. Let me spell it out real quick. I fucking hate names. I hate English. I was hoping I could just copy it, but ugh. Let me make sure I'm spelling this right. Ugh. That's the name of it. How do I say that? Yeah.
Indrenyi.
Indrenyi.
Yep.
Indrenyi.
It says in there, you glean from it, it says Baron Indrenyi is the prophet of Earth. It also states after that, the next page, it basically states, I'm kind of summoning up. It basically states he was drawn to a place called the Fane of the Eye by powerful visions. There he found Iron Fang, the holy implement of earth power, and took it for his own. Baron, I'll give you this text. So, Baron established a temple of black earth in the ruins of long abandoned dwarven stronghold that exists below the sacred stone monastery. The Baron nurtures something called the Black Geode, and when all is ready, the ever-growing mountain shall come and remake these lands in his own image. So I will write these so you can copy them down. Everything refers to that name I gave you. So there's a little bit more writing on it, but nothing that would give you any more information than that. And you also find, beyond there, you find some scrolls. There is magical scrolls with magical writing. One is of Dust Devil, and the other one is of Erupting Earth. And I will put those in your thing.
Excellent.
Also, you estimate that these books, there's a good 20 books here that are worth 25 gold pieces each.
Yes. Oh, jeez. How heavy would it be for me to take?
A book is about, what, 2 pounds or something? 3 pounds? So, 60. But, I mean, you got Brute here that'll take it, I'm sure.
Malichor, would you do me a favor?
Give me a sack.
Darling. Oh, I used my sack on that man's head.
How many books were there?
There's 20. I can write it down. Are you gonna carry it? I'll just write it down on your character sheet.
No, I was gonna do it, but yeah.
Yeah, I'll just throw it in there.
Right.
It'll probably come up as unidentified or something.
I will want to read those books. Can I read those books before I sell them? Do we have that kind of information on what they are?
You know that they're books. I mean, they're all really good books.
Okay.
So you
They're
can do
just-
do whatever you want with them. I don't really care.
Okay. Okay.
Why won't it put it on? Oh wait, maybe I have to do this.
As long as it's not information I
goes.
need to have.
All right, does it give you as unidentified? It might do that. Should be annoying if it did. Because I don't see books, so it must be unidentified. Anything that you have 20 of? No, it didn't even do that.
No, it didn't do that.
Oh, it just says Dusty Book. Okay, so I'll give you
Oh,
20.
right.
There it is.
Okay. All right, got it.
Dusty Book.
Yep, and it gives you, yeah, you can see it. And the scrolls, I'm going to assume, go to Vhajjharma, and I'll throw those on yours.
Thank you.
Do we have any idea how old these texts are and when this Black Earth was founded?
Some are various ages. This text is pretty old. You can roll an investigation check to try to figure out about how old it is.
Now, Vhajjharma, why don't I help her do it? Since I can read
Okay.
Dwarven and she's got comprehend languages.
Okay.
Do you want to do that with advantage? Use investigation.
Yes.
Make sure you got those scrolls. If there's anything unidentified, let me know. I'll just find them and identify them. I don't
Okay.
see. Oh yeah.
Scroll of Dust Devil and Erupting
Yeah,
Earth. I have
Yeah.
one.
Okay. Those are, I think, spells you can put in your spell book too.
Yes.
All right. You estimate that writing there to be about 6 years old or something, maybe a little bit less. The stuff that's marked secrets. All the rest is very various. Some are old books, some are a little bit newer, but you know.
So
Old
we're
as
to
in
assume that
100 years.
Black Geode is down underneath this thing. Wonder if the Lich knows anything about that.
What language was that written in? That stuff that you copied and pasted about the
Dwarven.
bear?
Some of it was Dwarven, not all of it. It's a kind of a mixture of various languages, and looking.
Is
yeah.
it different handwriting? Or is it the same
And yes,
handwriting?
Kevril, I got it. I already figured all this.
Okay.
It is similar handwriting, but it looks like it almost changes at times. But it still looks pretty similar. You can do, and it'd be a investigation check to figure out if it's exactly the same. So. Malichor, you think this is very possibly the same person writing. It's just maybe they're jotting something down fast, maybe they were drunk sometimes, maybe they weren't.
Interesting.
Indeed.
What's in the glass case?
In it, you see there is a book. It says,
Secrets 2?
no, it says, Techniques of a Sacred Stone Monk.
Is this a case locked? Is it like a key lock in the front of it, or is it just?
There's a pretty big lock on it.
I guess
Criella's
that's-
been eyeing this the whole time. She's not even looking at
Sure
what
she
you
is.
guys. She's over there just eyeing it.
I'm guessing it's trapped.
I'm sure it is. I trapped it. Probably their sacred text, so we probably should take it.
It'll scream shame again.
It very well could. We'll let Criella deal with that.
All right.
Yeah.
You can always roll Arcana check too if you want magical traps. So she'll do both since you guys mentioned that. So first she'll look for traps. She does not believe there's any mechanical or anything odd about it mechanical that might get her in trouble. Assuming she's gonna open it, I don't know. And then she checks for Arcana. And by the way, magic users can check for Arcana. You just roll Arcana check. And then if you beat a certain DC, they get it. She doesn't think there's any magical traps with it either.
Well, have her use her key and see if that works.
All right.
Good call.
She stands back from 2 feet so she can see the lock, and then she goes
Uses
to...
mage hand.
Yeah, mage hand it. Yep. I took the words right out of my mouth. She goes and clicks the lock. It opens pretty much like butter for her.
Ooh, that's what the key goes to.
The lock is a nice big lock. It's a heavy lock. So she can take that if she wants, or one of you guys can.
I'm sure she would.
It's like a 50 gold piece heavy lock, so
It'll work well with the chain she has from the underside of them.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I'm writing it down right now. Just so we don't lose it. I'm gonna write down from monks too.
Yeah.
Alright. And underneath it is a book. She says it looks fine to me.
Does she want to
Kevril?
check the book?
It looks like more
Does
like
she
your
want
kind of book.
Does she want to check the book for a magical trap?
She
Yeah.
checked the whole area. Are you gonna have her check it?
Well, she checked already once and once good. I don't care.
All right. You want her to lift up the case to check it, or?
Yeah, I would say so.
Okay, she lifts up the case. And how does she check it?
I mean, I guess you just would check the edges to see if there's a pressure plate or if there's something underneath it that as you lifted it, something would happen, or if there'd be a problem that way or something.
Okay. She goes to prods the book with her mage hand from 2 feet away, and nothing seems to happen. Let me roll. I gotta remember to roll in the tower though. Too many things with rolling character shit.
Right, so this is at the far end of the room?
Yeah, she's there.
Okay. I'll
We are
stay
far
right
away.
there.
Alright.
Yes, we are far away.
She doesn't find anything.
I'll walk over there and pick it up then.
You go pick it up, nothing happens, and as you go open it, the tome springs to life, latches onto your head. Please make a DC 13. Please make a DC 13.
Was it a mimic?
Demon mimic.
Wait, what?
You know what? No more. Don't give it away. Your character won't even know. So, anyways, it is. Let me see what it is. It doesn't it's saying. It'd be a dexterity. They wrote escape, but that's the 4.0 rules for dexterity.
Oh.
So I'm like, where doesn't it have it? So you need to make a DC 15 dexterity save. Dex save. Shouldn't be a problem for you.
Hope not.
Unless it's this case.
Well, but you know, I just feel I'm feeling a little lucky right now.
Yeah, good choice.
Right?
Oh my
Oh!
How are you? How are you only a plus?
You're not so lucky. You can
I
only
use
do that.
inspiration.
You can't use inspiration on it. Once you do it once, you've done it. It looks something like this.
Oh, jeez.
Wait a minute. God, they have everything unidentified now. And it attaches to his head.
It's like Harry Potter.
Indeed.
No.
Kevril, you're blind and deafened.
Ah!
And we need initiative.
Mother. Criella, you suck.
She did not find anything.
That's what I mean.
Unfortunately, to find this, it would take a survival check.
No. Are you rolling initiative for everybody? Or are we...
I'm just gonna roll it because it's just faster and easier for everyone.
Yeah, do it up.
Unless you guys really want to roll it. Roll initiatives.
No, do it up.
Okay. Did someone roll one? Expert?
Nope.
Yeah.
What'd you did? You fool.
Oops.
Why'd you do that?
Sorry.
Oops. I did
did.
already.
I did.
Okay.
I went from first to last.
I think it's still rated as 28, so let me see. I want to see what I rolled. Oops.
I am
I
not
sent that again,
behind
sorry.
on this.
I mean, you still have +8, that gives you 20. Right, Malichor? Why does your initiative say...
You roll a 4.
So I rolled a 4.
Yeah, 4 + 8 is 12, but it's... Did you re-roll it? Or something?
No.
I don't know.
It must have taken your roll or something.
Yeah, I would show them all, but... Okay, whatever. Malichor, you're first.
Okay. Well, I don't want to hurt Kevril, so...
You see it on it, you can see it just kind of pulsing, it's kind of breathing. Now it looks like a flesh, and you can see the teeth like just biting up into his shoulders, and a little bit of blood is coming down. By the way, you take some damage there.
Yeah.
But not much.
That's good.
Is there any way I think other than using my small weapons I can hurt it without hurting him?
You can stop for a second and you can roll a nature check to try to figure that out. It's like a creature, right?
Okay. Nope.
You're not really sure.
Alright, I'll use my bow. Well, no, I'll use my hand axe and just make sure that I'm hitting the thing and not going all the way and hitting Kevril.
Okay, please make your attack on it.
Where is the thing?
You can do. I can. Here, I'll put it on the thing, I guess. Where is the thing? The thing like a chicken wing. Too many things are open. Too many things are open. I will put you down in there, you mother bitchin'. Boom. Right there.
Okay.
That's where the thing is. I believe that is a hit.
I hope so.
You do 8 points of damage, and you go through it, and Kevril takes 4. You'll have to mark that down yourself, Kevril.
Ah!
Takes 4?
Indeed.
Alright.
You can move. Criella is up next.
Do I get another attack or no?
Oh, yeah, you can make your other attack, sorry.
Can I...
If you're gonna make them, you can just make them.
Well, but I'm gonna drop my hand axe and just try to grab the whatever it is and see if I can pull it off him.
Oh, okay. That's gonna be a contested roll. It has advantage. You have disadvantage.
Ooh.
An athletics check.
Yes, indeed.
I had disadvantage.
You do. It's on him. I mean, it's not like pulling out someone's arms. It is around him with teeth in him. Are you raging?
No.
Okay, yeah, good. You got disadvantage. Okay. Meets beats. So, he wins. He got the same number as you, but
Yeah, I know.
unless he's got something else. Nope. Yep. All right. So that's your 2 attacks. Next up is Criella. What do you guys want Criella to do?
Does she have magic? What is
she does.
What? I don't know what her spells are.
She has a crossbow.
She has firebolt. She can firebolt it.
But do you want her to shoot him in the head with it?
Sure.
Firebolt may not be.
Alright. She's gonna firebolt it then. You guys don't have like a lot of time to think about it, so she's gonna do it. Boom! She steps back and does it because, and she as the head's tilting back and forth and Kevril's trying to fight it. She hits high and she hits a bunch of parchment that was on the desk there. Luckily, it wasn't so important because you guys already looked at it. It is now a fire. She can move. Hobbs isn't here. Kevril, it is your turn. Let me tell you what you can do. Blind deafened immediately and begins. Gotta look up suffocation. Wait a minute.
Vhajjharma, you still have the torch, right?
Yes, I do. Just hold your pants. It's not my turn.
Alright, you automatically take damage.
There's already big fire.
Oh, I'm going to use it, don't worry. If I know it's there.
Mm-hmm.
I can message you and tell you it is there, but it's not my turn.
So this is it got a surprise round before you guys could act, so this would be round 1. So you've been 2 rounds in here. You are suffocating, and you can't really get out.
That's
There is
nice.
there is no escape for you.
Oh, that's good.
So if you're here alone, this is a death trap.
I guess so.
It is. Oh, you can try to attack it, but you have disadvantage, and yeah.
So I'm blind and I'm deaf too? Blind and deaf?
Yes.
Okay, so I don't know that there's fire there then.
So
yeah. Well, it's not on fire, but the paper's beside it. She missed, so.
Right. I was gonna stick my head in the fire, is what I was gonna
Yes, I can
Yeah, you have
message
no idea
you
it's
and
fire.
tell you that is there.
You have to
Because
wait
my-
till your turn, though.
Yes,
It's
when is
his
my
turn
turn?
now. After him.
Oh yeah, I mean I'm sure I would
I
just
thought his turn was he couldn't
I
do
would
anything.
just flail and try and, hit it basically with a lot of blows, basically.
Yeah, you can hit it. You can use one of your weapons if you want. You got disadvantage to do it.
Alright. Yeah, I'm just gonna do hand strikes is what I'm gonna do. And
Sounds good. Ba 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 ba.
bash myself in the face, basically, yeah. Mm-hmm.
First one is a hit. You take half of these damages, by the way.
That's no
You
good.
knock your jaws out.
I take 3.
Does it take the full damage though?
Yeah, of course. It's cushioning it, and he's taking half.
Okay.
Take my next one.
It's getting damage.
What's gonna hurt?
That is gonna hurt. It also will release it faster. Ooh, good thing you rolled low on your crit. Alright, you take half of that, obviously. It's still on you.
And I get one more. 3 up. Good. And then last one. I'm hitting it. Kill it?
You did kill it.
Can I take it off my face then?
Okay, as soon as you do one last hit, it kind of goes. You hear a loud screech that just echoes in this room, and then it shrivels up, and it just kind of. You're able just to take it off, and you throw it on the ground, and it just starts convulsing, and you can see like all this like a white fluid just kind of come out of it as it shrivels up and dries out.
I'm gonna spit on it and stomp on it a couple
yeah,
times.
And you can hear it whining as it's and it turns into like a shriveled prune type thing, and you can see teeth sticking out of it.
Oh my god, I'm going to burn it with the torch.
Yeah. You guys burn it. It's some kind of evil.
Oh, bro.
So, I'm gonna make exploring the rest of this fast because it will be. I mean, you guys take your time and your caution. But we can end it for tonight if you guys are ready.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, probably.
I don't mind you not ending it, but these doors aren't going to take too much time. You guys go around the other way. There's 2 people at the front door. You open this door here. There's... Oh, actually, he's tied up. Never mind. Here is a bunch of mats on the floor. This obviously was sleeping quarters, probably for monks.
The one that's in the far left corner?
Yeah, I just opened it right there.
Yep.
Okay. You guys get basically everything out of this room. This room here is locked. There's no traps or anything. That's why I'm not too worried about it. This room here, 8 simple bunks line the wall of this room, each with a small trunk in the foot of the bed. A small table and several wooden chairs stand in the middle of the room near an iron stove. 5 of the bunks are bare, but 3 are comfortably made up with sheets, pillows, and blankets. And in here, you find a locked iron coffer beneath one of the nicer beds. And in there, you find like 120 gold, 8 EP, cloths of gold priestly vestments worth 40 gold pieces, a leather pouch containing 2 gold bracelets worth 30 gold pieces each, a scroll of earth binding, and a scroll of maximum's earthen grasp.
Wow.
Oh, plus a scroll of transmute rock, which I will put those on yours, Vhajjharma. But you know, obviously you can share it with Criella. Can cast spells, so she might be able to cast some of these.
Okay.
I think she can, but you guys can sort it out later. So I will put the gold in the group sheet. Is that where you want me to put it? Or
Yeah.
That's gonna take it. Okay.
Yay. I have some spells I need to get.
There's one more room, so 4. Since you guys can't keep this, you guys can't really realistically bring all this money with you because you would set off alarms and everyone would know you're coming from a mile away. We'll say you guys are either hiding it or you can deposit it with Eldritch back at Red Larch. But you guys can tell me later in chat what you guys want to do with that.
Okay.
You can discuss it in chat at the fireside or whatever you want to do.
I already know what scrolls I'm going to use.
Vhajjharma, I'm just gonna put all the scrolls on yours.
Yes.
So basically, she can't. I mean, Criella can't put it in their spell book, so that's why they're definitely very useful. Gold bracelets and priestly vestments. I'll just put it on. Well, I can put it in the group treasure if you guys want.
Yeah, that's fine.
Sorry, I will spend all our money on
Nothing is magical.
my spells.
I'm assuming
Okay.
you guys cast detect magic and everything eventually, and nothing is magical
Okay.
other than the scrolls. And then there's one last room up here. In this room here, there's a bunch of beds in here. A heavy wooden door, shutters covers the windows of this room, making it quite dark inside. It is also very warm to a large iron stove with a well-stoked fire, which is actually kind of burnt out now, but was probably like 2 hours ago or so.
Before we
People
killed
still
everybody.
alive.
Yes, indeed. And 10 uncomfortable looking pallets line the floor amid tidy piles of iron arms and armor.
We're the bad guys.
There is a pipe on one of the beds. Malichor picks it up, and you identify it as a dwarven pipe.
Okay. Do I recognize it?
No, it's just you just know it's like a dwarven pipe, a typical dwarven pipe. Could be anyone's, as far as you know, but definitely dwarven.
So don't
In the library, did we see anything that talked about the delegation or any prisoners of any kind?
I don't believe you did. I think I gave you all the information you basically got. I mean, you can study the books at some later time.
Yeah, I guess we'll check that
What
mean,
about
you-
that
you
room
guys
on
can-
the far east?
You guys can basically sell the books to Eldritch, and then
Yep.
and then he will. You can probably ask him to keep it in his library too. So
Yeah,
no, he won't give you full price for them then. But
that's fine. We'll have to check with in Hellray's office again and maybe question that other dude.
But there's only one room you haven't explored. The only way you know to get there that you can see is
Through the liches.
Yeah,
I don't think
it could be multiple rooms as far as you know too. You don't know what else is in there, but
Yeah, we'll have to talk in Fireside on what we want to do about that in the catacombs. Unless we're just gonna let the knights go do that.
you won't really get much of a reward for it.
That's fine.
Just an information feed.
I mean, unless we want to see if there's anything more about the Black Ode or Geode.
We definitely need to explore the underside of this monastery. It's can't be left.
Okay.
Yes, there is. From what you guys could tell, those are all like mining tunnels. But
So
it was
probably-
pretty quiet down there, and you do know that Hobbs, who makes sudden appearances, which is so weird, but he did tell you that he did see some beady eyes looking through that door across the way down in the basement.
Okay. Yeah, we'll have to do that at a later date. For
Of
sure.
course,
Now that we have this other info.
But that is probably a good point to leave it. I mean, I can keep going, but
Oh, here comes Criella.
What you crazy people doing?
oh, hi. Well,
You just missed it. A mimic tried to eat my face.
yeah,
Who?
A mimic.
yeah.
Oh.
So
I mean, an identified book monster.
You should know better.
Oh, we did everything we thought was,
You checked for traps and you said it was fine, and then I got my face eaten.
yeah.
My mage hand? No.
But
Well,
because
if
you
Criella-
weren't there, Criella, I did sort of goat them into them being the ones to pick it up because it's better.
I thought it was a little bit strange that you picked the locks so easily and then there's nothing wrong with it. But
She picked the lock so easily because she's damn good at picking locks. And
That
you've
is
seen
true.
this many times. It's like, to her, the locks are like butter, right? Like
But-
bread and butter.
We're gonna be off, but if you guys want to do the catacombs, feel free.
Oh, it doesn't matter. We don't have to. That's fine.
Up to you guys. I better be. I think I hit record, right? Yeah. I'm recording so they can see it. Up to you guys what you guys want to do. But I will go over what we've seen so that Criella knows what went on.
Yep.
You know.
We got
There are,
some
there are,
new scrolls
there are
and some
scrolls, yes, if she wants to use them. If
Yeah,
she
you
can
guys
use
you
them
guys
or
can
not.
decide later what that is.
I don't know. Okay.
But anyways, I'm gonna go over it now. Otherwise, good night, guys. The people that are going.
Alright.
Okay.
Or you
Alright,
can
guys.
listen. I don't care.
We'll
Good
see you
night.
guys later.
See you later.
I'll see you later. Peace out.
Good night, all.
Night.
Are you listening? Oh, I thought she's gonna listen. Okay, so let me go above ground and explain what happened. So you got cut off. I figured you just went down to the party thing or something. So
Yep.
that's what I would have did. Okay, I believe you left off when did the guy talk to you around the corner?
We had kidnapped him and put him in a room.
Okay, what happened is basically the guy got out of the hold. He walked up. You guys all took swipes at him, but he was completely blind because he had a bag over his head, which Vhajjharma was able to do. And so he went walking in a direction towards the bed. He ended up hitting the bed, hitting his head, and passing out in the bed. So you guys tied him up, no problem. And then you went into the training room, which is, I'm going to use the little 15 to move it around now to 20. That's a training room with a bunch of martial art weapons, so you can take your fill of that. There's a straw mat in there, and then also there was a
Symbol.
triangular symbol in that room, in that dojo. And then you guys headed to this room down there. When you open the door, in here you seen writing desks stand beneath the windows of this large workroom. Dusty tomes, stacks of parchment, and pots of ink clutter each desk. So this was a room filled with a bunch of books and stuff like that. You guys started searching. You got attracted to something under a glass case. You could see it was a book with a big lock. So you were kind of looking that over, while Vhajjharma found something interesting, called you guys all over. She found a bunch of wizard ink, so she got like 400 worth of wizard ink,
Nice.
of spell writing that she can do. And then underneath all that were a bunch of books on the shelf to the east, and those books had on there. They looked like valuable books. She was able to deduce that these books were, they're 20 books worth 25 gold pieces. There were tomes of academic texts on elemental planes, holy texts that refer to earth deities and elemental powers, most of them quite obscure, philosophical treatises on self-denial and nihilism as a response to the flawed illogical world. So as she went through the books, she found a lot of very interesting books. So now you guys got reference to elemental creatures and different powers. More on the a bit rare side. Nothing that you found so far. So I can send that on here. And also any creatures related to like earth deities, stuff like that. They have detailed manuscripts. That'll take some time to go through, but there's 20 books that are worth 25 of that. Near the end, she found these loose leaf parchment. She was thumbing through it. As she thumbed through it, she's seen something in Dwarven that read on a piece of parchment that read secrets. All
Always
right.
good to
So
look in your
yeah.
secrets.
So she was just thumbing through it really quick to see if she found anything. She took about a good 15 minutes in here to go through it, but she was able to find that. She's like, oh. So she started reading more closely. on it, it refers to this guy. Let me see. I gotta look him up. It's Baron Andreni. I think I can just copy this back down. That guy right there. What was that?
It was an attack of some sort that was a hit. Yay, it was a critical hit.
Oh, that's awesome. All right. I didn't know it did that. Okay, and it basically says that he is the prophet of the earth. And he was drawn to a place called the Fane of the Eye by powerful visions. There he found Iron Fang, the holy implement of earth power, and took it for his own. It's all referring to this same person, the prophet. He established the Temple of the Black Earth in the ruins of long abandoned dwarven stronghold that exists below the Sacred Stone Monastery. And he natures something called the Black Geode, and when all is ready, the ever-growing mountain shall come and remake these lands in his own image.
Doesn't sound good.
Yes. So these are various papers, and they also talk about how man is lost, and there is no hope to bring balance back to man, because man has gone off into a path that there is no return. And it talks about various things like that, very nihilism sort of stuff, throughout these loose kind of papers that seem to be organized in some kind of fashion. But there is no other detail from those loose leaf papers that you can glean from it. But you guys can go back over the books later and get, you guys have a nice library basically, so, of information. And then they found spells, Scroll of Dust Devil and Scroll of Erupting Earth. I think you can actually cast these, so you guys can figure out who gets what. I know she's gonna want to put them in her spell book probably, because then she permanently has it.
Sure.
But you guys can just compare them out to see what would best. Maybe some she doesn't want. And then you went over to the covered up book. On it, it said secret techniques. Didn't say secret, but it said techniques of the Sacred Stone Monk on it. So it had a big giant lock. So you guys check the lock. When you open the lock, you open it. It was very easy. You didn't find any traps on the outside. You open the lock and you decide to check for traps, including magical ones. So you open it up. You touch the book, make sure it's okay, but with mage hand and everything. Check it out. Seems fine. And you say, here you go, Kevril, looks like your book, And Kevril goes and picks it up, and all of a sudden it turns into a living creature, enveloping Kevril's head, which has teeth on it. I'll show you a picture of that. It's pretty nasty.
It hurt.
It did.
I don't believe that.
25 points of damage hurt. Yeah.
Oof.
Yeah.
So it was engulfed in his head. He began suffocating immediately. He was totally blinded, deafened. And Malichor hit it, and he was taking half damage from its hits. And then Kevril was able to hit it after and took it out with a bunch of hits, but, he was feeling it through it. It finally died up, shriveled up into a prune. All this white liquid came out of it, and all you could see is like teeth out of like this prune type shape on the floor. And then you guys, that was a buttload of information, and you guys were able to go to the other rooms. There's one room, the first room, the must be a place where the monks slept, because they had just straw mats on the floor, and there's a bunch of them in here. Kevril identified it as such. There's another room that had nicer beds. It had eight simple bunk beds lined the wall in each room with a small trunk at the foot of the bed, a small table, several chairs in the middle of the room near an iron stove. This stove was not lit. A nice comfy bed, and underneath it you found a iron coffer with 120 gold, 90 electrum pieces, cloth of gold priestly vestments worth 40 gold pieces, a leather pouch containing 2 gold bracelets worth 30 gold piece each, a scroll of earthbind, a scroll of maximum's earthen grasp, and a scroll of transmute rock. And then you find another room with a barely lit iron stove, which was probably lit about 2 hours ago. This room is empty, and on one of the not so comfortable mats here, this room's a lot messier, a little bit more dingier smell. You find there's a dwarven pipe that Malichor identifies as clearly a dwarven made pipe that dwarves will use. And that's it. That's the rest of the rooms.
Other than the one off the Lich's room.
Yeah. So you guys, I mean, if you guys want to play, you guys are both stealthy characters. You're welcome to. If you guys are tired, go to bed.
I should probably turn in since I've got to get up and do more conventioning tomorrow morning.
Yeah, that's what I'm figuring.
I'm pretty tired too, so.
Get bed like normal time, not D&D time.
Right. Yeah. No. Probably not a bad idea.
Cool. It's a lot of information to digest anyway, so.
That was fun.
Indeed.
Cool.
Hardly any combat.
I know. It's cool.
I mean, actually, there's supposed to be like zombies in the tome room, but you guys would have just demolished them. So what's the point? So, and I could have put something harder in there, but then it's just like it's combat for the sake of combat. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah,
didn't do anything for the story.
Makes sense. All right.
How much experience? Oh, you already put it in here. Never mind.
What's that?
I was going to say how much experience did we get from last time, but you already put it in here.
I did put it in there. Yep. You guys will get experience from this time. Though not nearly as much as last time.
No, for sure not. Yeah.
But you will definitely get some discovery experience. So it'll probably be like 500 each or something like
cool.
that.
We'll look it up and see. What's next level?
14.
14, right? Yeah.
Unfortunately, 6th level is like the one level in Rogue that is really not worth anything.
Doesn't do anything for you? Yeah.
I get another round of expertise, and that's literally it. Like, nothing goes up.
Yeah.
Sweet.
If you're a mage, you get hardly anything other than spells most of the time, so...
Spells.
Yeah.
Who wants more of those?
Jeez.
I mean, they're cool, but they're a limited supply, so it's sort of like, whoa, you know, it's kind of, yeah.
Yeah, more options, but not more slots.
I get a monastic tradition. Oh, my strikes count as magical next level. That's cool.
Yeah, no, that's super good.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty soon you're gonna start becoming the invincible monk. You'll see, like, it's nuts. Monks get fucking nuts. So, I think about 7th level, that's when things really start to go. And you're like, what the fuck? And you get a 7th level. Oh yeah, because you get evasion, and you get stillness of mind, so like you can't get frightened and all this bullshit, you know? So, evasion, dodge out of the way of certain area effects. Basically, you take half damage on like fireball and all that bullshit.
Yeah.
Or no, if you make it, which your dexterity is so fucking high, it just gets like insane for. And then you got luck. Jeez, you'll never get hit by a fireball. Yeah. Stillness of mind. You can end one effect on yourself that's causing you to be charmed or frightened. fucking awesome.
Mm-hmm.
So
I get at 6th level. I can also spend 3 key points and cast Hold Person. That's pretty cool.
Oh, wow. When I get to 7th level, I get evasion as well, but also my sneak attack is then 4d6.
It's insanity.
I find that most spells in this edition that require a save aren't super useful, by the way. Unfortunately, I mean, you can waste your resources that way really easy. So it's only
3 points is a lot, but still.
that?
Yeah. So 3 points is a lot, but still. I mean, that's pretty awesome though if you got, as a last ditch kind of effort too.
It's good, but there are lots of cool powers like you can take. There's one where like you basically don't take any damage from falling. One of your powers, and it's permanent. Like you just always get that. So you can make it so you're like you climb up areas. You can fall from any height at that point.
That's crazy.
Any height. Yeah, that's fucking nuts. I find in this edition I like the non-saving abilities more, but that might be just me.
With my phenomenal dice rolling, it's probably better off to not save.
Yeah, I mean that's what it relies on. It relies on a save, and then you burn through your resources, and it's like, oh man. I think the Pageant Badger Listens, which gives you Tremor Sense, is really cool. Tremor Sense basically allows you to see under doors and through walls, essentially. So you can see what's on the other side of the room without even looking there, and you know what's there.
Daredevil.
What's that?
He becomes Daredevil.
Yeah, basically.
I was thinking when we were fighting Madame What's-Her-Name that since she's blind, if only one of us had a silence spell, she would have effectively been completely blind because she wouldn't be able to sense anybody unless she was magical.
Probably true. She's a pretty big badass, though. I'm betting she's probably 10th level. So,
Yeah.
Since she was whipping my ass, her strikes were doing D8.
Does your sneak attack damage go up at 6th level?
No, 7th.
7th? Okay. You'll start seeing the rogue ends up doing like as much damage as the top fighters. It's only if they hit though. They only get that one chance per round, and once they do that, seriously, you're the highest damage. Like I was a paladin, and one of the other characters, she was charmed by a vampire, and she played it to the hilt, and like we ended up fighting, right? And we both took each other down to like 1, just straight on fighting, because she kept, getting advantage with her familiar and shit like that, and so you're equal in damage. It's pretty cool actually.
And that's the thing, like the sneak attack is cool because it's whenever you have advantage, whenever you get surprised, whenever you're hidden, or whenever an ally is within 5 feet.
Yeah. It happens all the time, yeah.
Right, usually.
So there's almost never a time when it would not be effective.
I can at 11th level I can cast a fireball. Really?
Yeah.
I believe that's called the Yoga Flame.
Yeah. You guys will. I'm probably gonna slow you guys a little bit in level. Like you probably won't reach as fast, just because if we want to get this done by 10th level or something, then it would work better.
Well, I can cast Shatter too at next level. So instead of the Hold Person, I can do the Shatter spell. That might be better.
Shatter's pretty cool. It's an area effect. I mean, honestly, I really liked I'm a Leaf on Wind or whatever. It's your slow fall ability no longer requires a reaction use. Instead, you may use it automatically whether you are conscious or not, incapacitated. That's fucking awesome. It negates all falling damage regardless of distance.
What level is that? And where are you reading that?
That's your 6th level elemental disciplines, which you get at 7th level, right? Or 6th level, I don't remember. You break into that.
I'm under Discipline of the Elements, and yeah, I learned one additional elemental discipline of your choice at 6th, 11, and 17. So 6th, I get another one.
Yeah, and that means you break into the 6th level ones, which there's a whole new list of them.
Right.
There's like I find these ones really useful. Like Pageant Badger Listens is fucking cool.
Where are you seeing that one? I don't see that one. I'm looking under the.
So if you open up Discipline of the Elements Remastered, or Way of the Four Elements Remastered, do you have that open?
Yep. And then Discipline of the Elements, right? Features, under Features.
Yeah, Discipline of the Elements Remastered features, yeah. And then if you
remastered
scroll down,
ones.
it has 6 level elemental disciplines.
I'm not in the remastered one, that's why.
Yeah. Hopefully you have that one up, because that one has all the new stuff in it that someone else redone, so it's useful.
That's not Player's Handbook. What's that one under?
It's under mine. Did you load mine? I think I gave it to you. Oh, it should be loaded for mine. Just go to the library and look for Kawa's modules.
I don't have that in there at all.
I see it on mine. Oh, it says it's shared.
Maybe I didn't find it yet.
It's near the bottom. It's called Monk of the Four Elements, Remastered by Kawa. So I had to write that all in there and get that shit set up.
Did you really?
Yeah, I was playing a monk, so I'm like, well, I'm gonna do it anyways while I'm waiting, and so I just did. I figured you're gonna use it, so you can actually drag and drop all that shit.
I see the remastered one. Maybe that's it.
Yeah, just open it up.
Here we go.
It should have no picture on it. And now you should probably get rid of your monk and then re-drag this one over, or you can just look it up. But you can drag. I made all these spells, so you can actually drag it onto your spells. Yeah, you should definitely read that because there's way cooler ones. They're also worth a lot less. Whoever remastered it made it so it's fucking cool, as opposed to like lame.
So how do I know when to cast these if I look at these spells now? Does it tell you in here somewhere?
Yeah,
Level
it tells
3.
you on the spells, yeah. So at 3rd, you only get these at 3rd level, and at 6th level, and 11th level, and 17th level. And then that gives you access to all those. And you can I think you get to pick a new one, and you can toss one out. You can change one when you go up. So I let you change it per level. That's fine. I don't really care. Because it doesn't really break the game, because you could have whatever you want anyway.
Yeah, I like the 2 that I've had so far. They worked out pretty good. So,
I really like the Pageant Badger Listens. It also gives you a burrow speed, so that means you can dig in the ground and shit. And it's a tunnel that remains for as long as this ability is active, and then it collapses, which lasts for a minute. What's that?
So people can follow me.
Yeah, you got 30 feet burrow speed with it, but if you were to use your dash action, you got 60, right? So it's fucking So you could get you guys can't get through a door. You could burrow under it. It has to be not solid stone, so you can't burrow through solid stone. You'll find that a very useful ability. And you could even burrow down in and then have fucking someone follow you in there and then collapse it on them and shit like that. So it's pretty cool. The golden snake's icy path is almost really cool because that gives them I think difficult terrain, but you can do it anytime you take a dash action, which is kind of cool. So you dash and you get to automatically do that. I didn't play a guy with it, so I'm not sure how useful it become. There is another ability with flame, which is super useful. It's a little different than what you were probably reading. I assumed you just had this on there, but I didn't check. So Fangs of the Fire Snake. This gives you +5 5-foot reach whenever you do striking attack, and you don't have to use ki to wait. No, you do have to. Your reach with your unarmed strikes increases by 5 feet, so that means you don't have to get within someone's attack opportunity to hit them. And then if you want to spend 1 ki point, you can add damage. So basically, it gives you a 5-foot reach, and then with your strikes, which is awesome. So that means you don't have to get within their range. That means you can just walk up to them, go pop pop pop, right?
Yeah.
And they get all flamed up, and then you can walk back. And then if you want to do extra damage, you spend the ki point. If not, it doesn't cost you anything. So I found that one super useful because your movement keeps going up, and you have control of the battlefield. You're doing almost double movement of what most creatures can do, you know?
Right.
So that way you never get hit as much.
Yeah, that's pretty great.
Yeah. I'm only going over these because I guess you probably didn't read them, so... Absorb Elements is a very good one, but you kind of don't need it once you get Evasion. But combined with Evasion, you never take any damage from hardly anything. But that does cost ki, but it's worth it because then only it's a reaction, and you basically get resistance to elements. So, and I find that in this edition, like things that require save, like Hold Person, when you cast it, it's sort of like if you cast it on a big guy, they're almost always going to save because they have legendary resistance, so they get 3 automatic saves already. They got all this other shit, you know. And if you use it on a small guy, you really waste your resources. I find a lot. So. Mel's, that's 11th level though. Trying to think of what was cool. I really did like the Leaf of the Wind or whatever it's called. I'm a leaf on the wind. I use that all the time. I would like my character. I had the thing where you could jump double. So there's a thing on the 1st, 3rd level spells where you can actually double your jump, and it's all the time. You don't have to use ki for it. Yeah, permanent jump doubled. It's called Effortless Step. And then I had that on top of my monk ability. On the top of the monk ability that allows you to use a ki to double jump. So I could jump like 40 feet in the air or some shit, right? And then so I jumped up, then I could climb on the wall, climb up. I would go like 100 feet in the air and get away from things if there was a wall and shit like that. And it wouldn't matter, and then I would drop down on them, come down with like a strike or whatever. So, it was pretty. That shit was pretty fun.
Crouching tiger, hidden dragon crap running across the treetops.
Yep. That's what it is.
Yeah, that's almost you almost can't not take that one because if you could negate falling damage altogether, I mean that's insane.
Yeah.
And you can also glide along the air and move 5 feet in any horizontal direction for every 5 feet you fall. So if you jump off the top of a friggin' like that tower that was 120 feet, I could fly out like 500 feet away from the tower.
Yep.
That'd be nuts.
Yep. It is quite fun. You'll be surprised. Like you become master of movement on the battlefield, and in this edition, that's actually almost more important than necessarily having high damage stuff. But I do find that the fire shit damaged really high. It was awesome. And there's another one you get at 11th. Is it 11th level? It's like this crazy shit that allows you to do tons of damage. Yeah, I don't remember what it is. It's just to the elements, maybe. I don't remember what it is, but there's another one later. That level. Yeah, it's awesome. Being a monk is really... I had a lot of fun being them. Thief is pretty fun too.
All right, I'm going to bed, gentlemen.
All right.
Yeah,
See you
dude.
later.
Talk to you later.
Good
All right,
night.
see ya.
I'm pretty sure I gave you the file of the remastered one, so you can actually load it up on yours.
If I look on, let me look again. I think you did for. Let me look at my character.
If not, I can send it real
I
quick.
did. Yeah, you did.
Okay.
It's remastered. It's up there for the class and level thing, but it just wasn't showing up for my on my other stuff for whatever reason. But the Discipline's
Yeah.
remastered was in there.
Cool. That shit
Yeah.
is pretty awesome.
Yeah, there's a bunch of fun ones in there.
Yeah, yeah. I tried Unrelenting Key for a while, reroll ones and damage dealt, but I found that not to be that useful.
Yeah.
So, later on you do roll a lot of damage dice, but I mean, honestly, you have to use a key. I think you have to actually use a key to do it, or is it automatically? Yeah. Oh no, it's automatic, so it might be more useful, but I found a lot of times I forgot about it.
Yeah.
You know? I think that's maybe what it was. I'm like, well, I might as well not have this shit.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone forgets that shit there. Oh, it's Fist of Unbroken Air.
What level is that one?
That one is,
That's the first level, 3, right? 3?
yeah. You do, on a failed save, the creature takes bludgeoning damage equal to 2d10 plus your wisdom modifier plus twice your monk level. That shit gets nuts at 15th level.
Dear God.
Yeah.
It's nuts.
But I mean, it does use 2 key points, and even at 15th level, you have like 15 key. You can only use that so many times. It's only at one creature. If they save, they take half damage, so it's not any more than like a wizard spell, you know, on a single person.
I don't know. 2d10 plus my wisdom is 3 plus twice my monk level. Let's just say I'm 6th level. That's 12. So 12. That's 15 plus, call it average 10. It's 25 points of damage on a failed save, and takes another 10 on top of that for
each additional key point.
Yeah.
Right.
I don't know. It's pretty significant in one shot.
Yeah, that's a good one to take.
Yeah, we'll have to see. So right now I have Fist of Four Thunders and Water Whip. I like the Water Whip one because that's pretty versatile, but the Fist of Four Thunders is my AoE spell.
Yeah.
15-foot cube's pretty huge.
Which you definitely used it for a situation, but you know it's up to you what you want.
I've used it twice, but
you find yourself not using that much. I think Fist of Unbroken Air you'd end up using more.
Yeah.
Because that pushes creatures too, but it's only one. It's only one at a time, so.
Yeah, I mean that came in really handy when we were on top of the tower, but
yeah.
You know, it doesn't. There isn't that many times when I'm just gonna blast out, you know, in all directions either. So.
That's true, but yeah, change your powers however you need because you might not have been looking at it. So.
Right. Okay.
If I find that the Fist of Unbroken Air unbalances too much, then
Yeah.
I'll probably make it so it's only plus your level instead of twice your level.
Yeah. Well, like you said, it's still a pretty hefty cost, and right now I only have 5 key points, so
Exactly.
it's not like I'll have 6 since next time. So I mean, I'm using a third every time I use that, so I'm not going to use it very often.
What's cool is like in a situation where you're with a Helen Ray, right? That's an important character. Man, you're gonna blow all your shit on her. Why wouldn't you, right? So
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So I mean, I thought that was really cool, but it did clear out my shit pretty quick.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, maybe I'll swap out Fist of Four Thunders for that one. I'll think about it.
Definitely. I don't like Gust of Wind. I don't even like it in the game. I find like not too many uses for it, but
yeah, there's always dumb ones, you know.
Yeah, the good use though is you have someone grappled, it will take someone out of a grapple.
Yeah.
Like if you're grappled by someone and you cast it and it moved them, then it would take them out.
Right.
Grapple, but and it can be used for like poison fog, you know, like if you get poison gas or something, you can use it for that. Oh yeah, Enduring Mountain Stance. That's another permanent one. When you use a dodge action, you cannot be moved, pushed, grappled, frightened, or knocked prone against your will until the start of your next turn. And it's okay. I don't know how much I would actually use it because you got to take the dodge action, but
I was gonna say if it was an automatic thing, it would be awesome. But if it's but you have to use an action
right
to do it. I mean, if it just said automatically, that would be pretty crazy.
Yeah. Well, what's cool about it though, when you do take the dodge, which you can do anytime as an action, they get disadvantage to attack you. So it's definitely a cool thing. But yeah, I couldn't see myself using it that much. I wasn't sure. The fangs of the fire snakes.
If they made it so that it was only one of your attacks rather than your full action, if you had to use like an attack,
yeah,
to be able to root yourself in place, and then you still had other attacks, then that would be something I'd consider. But since I got to designate my whole action to it,
Yep, I kind of agreed with that.
Yeah, there's definitely some dumb ones.
And it depends on the campaign too and what you're doing, if it's combat heavy or not. We do probably about 50-50, maybe a little bit more in the combat side. So, but it might not get that way soon, I think, because it depends what you guys do.
Right. But like Eyes of Fire, gain magical heat infravision. Sounds cool, except that it says in here that anything that's invisible, hidden, obscured, or located on the other side of walls and barriers you can't normally see through, it doesn't work on. Well, that's dumb. That means that you can only see it in the room that you're in and only the stuff that happens to be visible. Well, that's dumb. I have regular infravision to do that.
Yeah. That's good for humans who don't have infravision.
Right.
Then I'd be like all over that because, as you can see, like carrying around a lantern when you're trying to stealth, it's just fucks everything.
I mean,
up.
if that was true sight, I'd be all about it. If you could see the invisible and magical and all that other stuff.
It'd be better to take the feat spell casting, and then you can get familiar, and then you can get see invisibility with your bat.
Yeah.
It'd almost be better just to get that than that before anything else. But luck is a damn good feat.
Yeah. Impenetrable iron tortoise shell. So that's kind of dumb for me because I automatically get deflect missiles. But for an ally, if you were playing like a defensive monk, that would be pretty awesome. You could throw up a shield in front of somebody else and then have the damage reflect back on the target. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I almost thought of taking that, but then it's like you only have so many, so I was like, well, I'm gonna take the ones that.
Yeah, it's expensive too.
Yeah.
With 2 key points, it's expensive.
Yeah, I did find that pretty expensive. I actually, the spell Flaming Spear is actually a pretty good spell. Because you can it just stays there and it keeps moving and shit up to a minute, and everything keeps taking damage. Which is cool because you could have it like circle around you. If anyone's around you, they'd all take damage.
Right.
That's a possibility. I'd probably take that over Thunderweave because it allows me to have it go wherever, So.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you can move it as a bonus action too, so that's cool.
Yep. So once you make it form, it's like your little buddy that's like burning everything.
Mm-hmm. And it's decent too. 2d6 isn't bad.
Yeah, no, it's not bad. Oh, you can spend extra key, I think, for it. For extra damage.
So, blah, blah, blah.
It's spell slots, but that counts as key, I believe.
Yeah, I don't know how that works. I guess it does. That's because it says that on all of them. If you cast a little higher level.
Yep, that means it's just an extra key point. So.
Yeah. That was my plan for Helen Ray. If I was going to catch up to her, I was just going to blow the last 2 key points I had and just jack up one of the spells I had to an extra 2d10 and just see if I could take her out in one shot. But she got away because she's too goddamn fast.
Damn right, monks are really fucking fast. That's why they control the battlefield, because they are so fast. They just go anywhere. If they need to escape, no problem, gone.
Yep.
Anytime. And Avatar Elements, by the way, is pretty kick-ass too.
Which one is that?
That's
11?
Yeah.
That'll be a little while before I get there.
Yeah.
No, it's 17th level. That's gonna be a long time.
Yeah. Indeed. Oh, I got it at 15th because I got an artifact that allowed me to do it, but...
Wow.
Yeah. Like, everyone had, really good... we're level 15th, right? Like, we had some pretty good magic items. My magic item was a Book of Wisdom. And it allowed me to tap into that power.
That's pretty cool.
Pretty badass, man. Yeah, I wasn't gonna tell them anything. Any of your guys' histories, I don't say anything about it. That's why I was like, texting people the dreams, because
yeah,
it's up to them what you guys say. Did you know about Vhajjharma's tattoo?
I didn't know.
Oh, you guys didn't. I'm surprised you revealed it.
I was too, actually. With as secretive as she is about everything, I thought for sure it wasn't. Yeah, that's interesting.
I guess you just thought that guy would know because she knew about the thing. She's like, this guy must know.
Oh, he knew. He just wasn't telling her.
You guys don't know what he knew either.
No. I don't. There's something up with him too. I don't believe that a lich is. Still got the best of intentions. He'd be the first honorable lich I've ever heard of.
Never know.
Who knows? We'll find out, maybe. All right, I'm going to bed.
All right.
I'll talk to you later.
Yep, see you later, man. Good night.